The Rap Roundtable.
The road to 100 continues. The most dangerous, most inspirational, most influential.
Talk to him.
I gotta repeat it again. Most dangerous. New York's #1 podcast for hip hop. We don't care if you agree or disagree with us.
No.
We gonna say what we wanna say when we wanna say it.
Facts.
And if you got enough gumption about it, talk to us about it and we can debate it. We can argue it. But we won't care if we offend you. We are the Rap Roundtable. It's your boy Joff here alongside Sister the Rap Snob.
What up, what up?
Alongside Deanie the Balance.
Force be with you.
Alongside the homie Mase.
Good, yeah.
It's a double platinum Rap Roundtable. By the way,
Yes, sir.
2 million views
Talk
on that.
about it, Joff.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Send the plaques, Elon.
Yo, y'all lucky that this tweet happened when it happened, because a couple months ago I would have asked who run it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in a good space, right? I'm just saying what I would. No, I'm saying what I would have said. But I'm in a we're all in a
place.
No, we're all in a good space.
We're all in a
As
better place.
as a community, we're all in a
Peace.
good
We
space.
want
But what I'm
peace.
saying is, I remember when his shit went crazy, and that because that who run it shit really bothered me.
Yeah.
It did.
I respect.
I told a nigga on the pod, I'm like, yo, when you was saying who run it, I was in my feelings. You know what I mean? I can admit that shit.
Real. It's a respect. It's real.
But when I see these numbers, and that's our third platter tweet, you know what I mean? I be wanting, you know what I mean? It's like the competitor in me. Not disrespectful. That's the thing. Y'all niggas confuse competition with disrespect. The competitor in me is like, yeah, what's up now? You know what I mean?
And look at that, job. They didn't even take away our equipment. Wow. This is crazy.
Mase is different.
I don't even know what you're talking about right now. I'm just gonna pretend that I don't know what's going on.
I thought they was gonna pack us up for a second. You know what I mean? I guess not.
Still got the mics.
You talking about the Smith?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, still got the mics, still got the table, still got the headphones.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because they tried to get us out of here.
Hey,
That's a whole different
That's
other than, but they like us
crazy.
too. You know what I mean? Allegedly,
who wouldn't?
inviting niggas to talk on their platform all of a sudden. You know what I mean? First it was don't listen to them.
You heard?
Right.
But again,
Right.
that's what we do at this show. This show, if nothing else, the Rap Roundtable evokes emotion.
Yes.
We're gonna get cursed out.
Of course.
People are gonna agree. We're gonna keep showing up, and we're gonna talk our shit. You know what I mean?
You're going to hate
That's
us
a
till
fact.
you don't.
That's
y'all,
it.
Y'all can't talk more shit to us than we talk to each other at the end of the day.
Okay.
Y'all gonna hate us till y'all love us. That's what.
The beat you hear in the background is brought to you by Sincere Beats. He makes
As always,
beats.
holla at
sir.
me.
You can find a Rap Roundtable on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and of course Twitter. And as always,
The fuck are you talking about?
it's early just to get, you know what I mean, get you in tune, but in all
Set the mood.
seriousness.
We are tonight's entertainment.
So, the Rap Roundtable Top 5 series is venturing down south.
Shit.
There was some pushback about our show stealing verses. It was like top 5, East Coast show stealing verses. Somebody had commented that.
Right.
But I remember we mentioned a slew of names from different regions in our top 5.
True.
Talk about it.
But you know, when you mention too many New York names, you get
Yeah. I
accused
mean,
of
but
being
tell
biased.
the full story too. You know
Talk
what I
about
mean? Then we were talking about certain albums that they might be classics or they might just be classic moments in time.
Mm-hmm.
You spoke about a particular album by a particular Southern GOAT. People got in their feelings. Started saying that we're New Yorkers. You shouldn't be paying attention to us. Shouldn't listen to us.
That was crazy.
You know, I know
Crazy.
Too much bias.
Can we talk? I know this wasn't on the rundown, but can we talk about this for a second?
Please.
Chop it up.
I've learned as a podcaster from New York that as when we say something and they agree, hell of a show. Great show, guys. Subscribe to the Rap Roundtable. I love what you guys are talking about. But the minute we say anything even slightly disagreeable, fuck New York. Don't listen to niggas from New York. That's why New York don't have it no more.
Who are
Have
these guys?
have y'all
They
experienced
tell us.
that? Is it like is either yes or fuck New York?
Well,
Yeah.
I'll take it a step further. They're gonna say fuck New York, whether we give other regions props or not,
Right.
which is fucking
We experienced
that was
wild,
crazy.
bro. Like we had our opinions on Wayne the Carter 3. You know what I mean? We were a little loud about it. We put it out there on Twitter. Went a little viral.
A little.
Got a couple plaques.
Movie.
You know what I mean? And yeah, obviously, I mean, it was like 50-50, honestly, between people that were agreeing versus disagreeing. But the people that were disagreeing were like
Loud.
up in arms, bro. They wanted to come and snatch our
They were
rights.
asking us.
Pause.
The fuck are you talking about?
They was asking us.
The fuck are you talking about?
That's a fact.
They was also saying,
Like, who is this guy? Where did he come
it was nasty.
from? And why do we fucking keep acting like he's somebody that we need to fuck with? Get rid of this guy.
it was nasty.
I
That
get
was
it.
you, John. Yeah, it was games on my head, bro.
And I get it because
I was like, damn.
we're talking about
Yo, I
one
had
of
to
their
turn
goats.
the notifications off on that.
Yo, facts. And I get it because we're talking about one of their goats.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yo,
But then,
that's crazy.
but then we started talking about another one of their goats from the other end of the spectrum.
Right.
There's
Showing love.
Show wild love.
At this table, 3 out of the 4 of us are Future fans.
Yes.
Yo.
You know what I mean? The majority of the table is going to show Future love. So we put out that clip. And then somebody reacted to our clip. And then somebody reacted to them saying, you can't trust New Yorkers. I'm like, bro, like whichever way we go, there's always going to be a problem in New York.
You know what?
That was crazy,
I
bro.
need, you know, that's why I'm like, the whole New York bias thing, it's a lie, bro. It's y'all niggas. It's not us. We
Everyone else
just, every other region supports their region. New York do it, we bias. We talk about rap, we bias. We talk about anything, we don't know what we talking about. This experience as a podcast has been very interesting. And if we talk too much about New York, niggas don't care about lyrics. But then when we talked about Future and said he belonged in a big four, what about the lyrics? It's like
That was bug. Yo, I thought I was losing my mind when I saw that. I'm like, what the? They was like, yo, what about that Shea Noir 38 special? I'm like, bro, that's all we talk about, bro.
Are you new here?
Like, come on,
We
gang.
ain't talked about Wayne in months.
But I thought it was funny though, because I'm like, if New Yorkers can't talk about Southern music, then how about Southerners and Midwesterners talking
Leave
about
us
New
the
York music?
fuck out of their mouth.
Whoa. The last time I went on a platform and suggested that, nigga said I was telling them what to talk about. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, if we all staying out of the
That would be
region,
interesting,
both
right?
ways.
you know?
But the person that was harassing us about this was from DC. I'm like, you neutral, bro. Like, you closer to us. Like,
Wale
What the-
vibes.
Wale rhyme like he
I
from
was
New
in
York.
DC last summer, bro. It was all vibes. They love New York. They
Shopping
said,
City.
I talked it like you from New York. I was like, damn. Where did DC
I
energy
think
come from?
In an ironic turn of events, I think he was engagement farming. I think he was trying to get some motion.
Yeah, which is, little
We'll get into that.
foreshadowing
Right.
to my segment at the end.
Oh,
You know
man.
what I mean?
Double Plat will do that.
Listen, man, and again, we get into this top 5 segment, right? This is what we do. There was a gentleman who deleted his comment on YouTube. I wanted to put his name on it because I know what we do here, but he deleted the comment.
Yeah.
But the gist of the comment was, we did a top 5 Jay-Z album segment. We did a top 5 Nas album segment. In between the top 5 show stealing verse and the top 5 Nas segment, he was like, oh, you guys, y'all ride too hard for Nas. Pause. Jarv, you a fake Jay-Z fan. Y'all was way more excited to talk about Jay-Z, Nas's top 5 than Jay-Z's top 5 and all this and that. And it's like, niggas is always on our head about something, bro. You would think that we post old music videos but then do a gossip podcast. You know what I mean? We actually are pretty straightforward about what we do. We don't act like we care about
chill,
90s
Jarv,
rapping
chill.
and gossip for fucking
Jarv,
9 hours and
that's a
shit.
fact.
man.
We don't do everything. We always tell niggas what we doing. We there's no curtain on this show.
And it's 10 minutes and then it's
bro.
over. Like, you know what I mean?
saying?
Y'all can turn the volume down
There's
for
no
that
curtains
part.
here.
The minute we get chatty, that's all.
And even when we do the chatty boys, like when we tell y'all, hey, we're gossiping now,
Right.
Right.
and then y'all love the shit. You know what I mean?
It's a small segment.
And even though we don't even over gossip, we just talk about the shit everybody know about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the inside joke on the chatty boys segment.
Right.
But this man said what he said about our top 5, and I just want to say that when we did the Jay-Z top 5 this year, was that planned or did we just decide mid-segment because we was already in it that we should just pick 5 Jay-Z albums from everybody?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. We always have a rundown. We always have, some type of plan. But sometimes the plan diverts and we just organically do some shit. You know what I mean? Again, I'm going to speak more on this later, but like the engagement farming allegations, like y'all got to keep that shit because like,
Them shits don't even be on a rundown.
bro,
Bro.
Like that whole Future conversation was literally take you a little bit behind the curtain. It was literally us trying to stall, trying to get to another segment that ended up not happening. We ended up rescheduling or whatever, but that wasn't even in the rundown. That wasn't on no agendas.
It's a conversation.
We just sparked it up. You know what I mean? We had a dope ass conversation, two opposing viewpoints. We put it out there. You know what I mean?
Guys, you know what I mean? Like, we gonna, you know.
And if you click through, if you bother to click through, you'll notice that there's a much larger conversation going on. And again, as far as Future, 3 out of 4 of this table are Future fans. I am the lone man out. Sorry, I'm the old head here, but you know what I mean?
And then the people who are complaining about it, they don't even know how big of an act Future really is. Like, I had to eventually show niggas the plaques. Like, this nigga got 43 platinum plaques total. Crazy. Combined features and solo work. Like, bro, like, do you understand? Like, this nigga's a big deal.
Oh, you dealing with over here?
They don't. Motherfuckers just go on Twitter, type angry engagement farmer.
They read 3 words in the tweet and they've made up their mind.
Oh yeah,
man.
Oh yeah.
They don't even watch the whole video.
Well, listen, you know, because it's a podcast, and according to one gentleman, podcasts are supposed to have real conversations about real things. We wanted to let y'all know what we've been dealing with as a podcast.
Real potters do real things.
Real
potting with an edge.
Real pods do real things. There it is. That's a
Facts.
shirt. There you go. So, Masito, top 5 Southern rappers since 2005. Now, why is it since 2005, you ask, chat? Because we have identified the year 05 as the pinpoint moment when the South took over the rap game. So we want to know who your top 5s are. We're going to give our top 5s from that era.
Also, if I can, let me repeat that because somebody will have missed it. And they're going to be like, yo, but where's Scarface?
Yes,
where's Outkast?
We're going to see where's Scarface in the chat.
You know
promise.
what I mean?
I promise.
So this segment specifically is about Southern rappers post 2005. You know what I mean? After, you know, the pinpoint year of the takeover of the South. You know what I mean? And look at that. We're admitting that the South took over. Holy shit.
And chat, be clear. If a gentleman pulls in at any point during this stream and they ask, where's Scarface? It's up to you to tell them the rules of this list. Don't let us hang out there.
Talk to him.
Pause.
Mike H held it down last time when you told
salute
him
to
that.
you.
You know what I mean?
Mike
H was letting them know, like,
Mike
you know,
H
don't
home
get to the
team.
ransom, you know?
For the people that get the table, man.
Facts.
Masito, let's get your 5, man.
This was a tough 5, guys. The 2005 caveat, you know, so we cutting out certain discography of certain people, you know what I mean? And I feel like a certain pressure because I was like in high school in 05, so I was here for all of this, you know what I mean? I was right in there, you know what I mean? These niggas was my favorite rappers, you know what I mean? I listen, I leaned with it, rocked with it, you know what I'm saying? Like I did, guys, you know what I mean? Come on, son. So I gotta keep it real.
Copping them Laffy Taffies after school.
Listen,
it was hitting.
You was saying you was whispering to chicks, where do you see my
Hey, listen.
What
Young
it is,
Jock
ho?
dance.
What's up?
Listen, man.
Nuck until you buck.
Good times. You know what I mean? Good times. You know what I mean? Like you can buy a mixtape.
Y'all say New York don't like Southern rap, huh?
You know what I mean? You could buy a mixtape and hear a Papoose backwards verse, and then you know on your Young Jock shit the next song, bro. Like this was a pivotal time.
I'll be
for my
honest, I've
upbringing.
been skipping Papoose from day one. Carry on.
Listen, I was down with haircuts and you know with hats on. You know what I mean? I was a Papoose fan.
My Serena dream.
Listen.
I'm sorry, we off the rails.
All one
I can
letter
tell it's
rappers.
gonna be a good one because we're already off the wheels. It's gonna be a good one.
Heavy.
But guys, first I want to ask: are we going from 5 to 1 or 1 to 5? That's all I want to
We've been
ask.
doing 1 to
before.
5 the last 2 episodes.
Listen, so and I feel like it's appropriate to do 1 and 5 because everybody know Weezy F baby. Lil Wayne is number 1, bro. Like, let's get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Apropos.
Impact, lyrics. You know what I mean?
Bro.
That's
crazy, bro.
You know, Jarv might disagree, but a couple of solid albums. You know what I mean? Like, listen, this is not a question. Wayne is the only one. I mean, I say only one, but Wayne is a person who's fighting for all time lists. You know what I mean? This is exactly when he hit his prime, so all of the wobbledy was gone. I checked the stats. As of 2005, Gilly was not signed to Cash Money, so we're good. We're good. You know what I mean? So we gonna have to we gonna have to go. Listen, it's no question. Lil Wayne is number one, man. I got Wayne number one. You better make everybody less, even yours, Dini. Number two. Listen, man, it took me a while to get here. You know what I mean? I hated on the boy like, you know, a good 75% of his career, but J. Cole, man. J. Cole is number two,
Can
bro.
we stop right there? A quick 20-second time.
What's the vibe?
Are we following J. Cole as a Southern rapper?
North
Absolutely.
Carolina. North
Okay,
Carolina.
yeah, all right,
You know what I'm saying? Listen,
He
man.
spent his formative years in New York. He's
Bro,
on a whole
what-
New York style. I just, you know what I mean?
Whoever gets
he went
mad
to
gets
college
mad,
at St.
bro.
John's, my
He's a
nigga.
Southern rapper.
College is not formative. That's like, you know what I mean? You
I mean,
already
and-
care about it.
and Hope
Nigga,
was his favorite
His whole
rapper.
rollout was in Queens doing the video, buying his albums and shit, rapping like a New York nigga. I'm just asking.
Southern nigga though.
Shouts to J. Cole.
That
Number
nigga
two on the
He has
list.
always rep North Carolina.
Always. You know what I
Always.
mean? He wasn't fronting.
Yeah, niggas
It's not like Primo where he was from Texas.
And if
but
you've been to North Carolina,
only
they
rep
like
New York,
they
you know what I
New
mean?
York South in North Carolina. If you've been there, like they
they
is
got a
on that
little
type of
community
time.
out there.
I've
Like,
been there.
You know
You're
what I mean? So I got J.
So
Cole.
Cole is number two.
J. Cole number two. Number three is Future. I know a lot of people were upset about, me putting them in the top 4 and not 4. You know what I mean? A lot of people were, mad, in their feelings, where are the bars with a Z, you know what I mean? But Future, bro, influence, impact, classic album. DS2 is one of the best albums of the 2010s, you know what I mean? You could put him on a track with a nigga that's spitting Tragedy Gaddafi bars from 93, and he still is going to outshine him. You know what I mean? Just humming and crooning over some shit. Like, Future is talented, bro. I'm sorry. Future is number 3 for me. The top Atlanta rapper
Humming and
since
crooning is gonna
2005.
outshine
As a Jay-Z
Trash?
fan, when Keys come on, I'm listening to Future.
You listening to Future, bro? That's what I'm saying.
Dirty
Like,
Heat,
Future
Heat.
finds a way to outshine artists. I've heard Future on
Have you-
East Coast records. I've heard Future on West Coast
Have
records.
you heard LA?
I have heard LA, man. I have heard LA. I wish Future was on there. You know what I mean? It might have went top 100 if Future was on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
LA
Shouts to
spawned
Capone.
LA
Chill.
spawned a whole Future clone, and I ain't
Man.
gonna say no names, but y'all know what I'm talking
Listen,
about.
man, Future clone's been everywhere,
That
bro.
might be an
Successful,
idea.
by the way.
So somebody do the mashup. Future on LA.
On
Just
LA,
throw it in
that
there.
should have probably sounded tough. That Glorilla over that 50 Cent sounded crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all was lying
Facts.
about that, but go ahead.
So yeah, Future number 3 for me. Number
it,
4.
it didn't hit like that.
It did.
It was-
I
it was
ain't gonna
dope.
lie, that shit was here.
It was dope.
Number 4 for me, Rick Ross. 2011 MVP or 2012. One of those years. I forgot exactly which years. He has an MVP under his belt. He has classic material under his belt. That Ross run, that like hustling, which came out in 06 all the way to like when the MMG shit was about to teeter out. Ross was that nigga. He was getting Biggie comparisons, not from New Yorkers, but he was getting Biggie comparisons,
From
bro.
some New Yorkers. Couple New Yorkers.
Getting
They was
love.
wildin', but
I mean,
I mean,
not from Brooklyn.
There
like.
you go. He was wilding.
But yeah, I gotta give Ross his props. One of my favorite rappers of all time. One of the few people to defeat 50 Cent in a battle. You know what I'm saying? That's gotta be a feather under your cap because he bodied a few niggas. And Ross just one of my favorite rappers of all time. You know what I mean? 5 is where it gets hard because you feel like, I'm leaving this nigga out, I'm leaving that nigga out. You know what I mean? I'm a mumble rap fan, so I'm not shitting on the Young Thugs of the world. You know what I mean? Who I wanted to put on the list. 21, close. You know what I mean? But number 5. I checked the Census Bureau to check what Southern states are. Right? Virginia sounds as a Southern state. Dini? Pusha T is number 5 for me, man. I know he want to rap like an East Coaster. You know what I mean? I know VA. You know what I mean? We all got them uncles that took them VA summer trips. They came back and brought you mad presents. VA is the South, bro. I'm sorry. So Pusha T, you know what I mean? Another master MC, a discography that's insane.
Yeah.
His entire solo career and Hell Hath No Fury fall after this deadline. I gotta go with Pusha, man.
Nice.
That's a
good verse.
5 right there.
Yeah.
Mace came for peace tonight.
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
A little bit.
Who's up next?
Of course, you said.
All right.
The sincere one.
It's gonna be some
This is-
bullshit. Let me get right.
So, did you sneak a peek at my list?
No, I just don't.
Okay. All right.
the mic?
Again,
I'm
stop. Can you stop doing that with the mic, bro? That shit is mad. Makes me so uncomfortable.
This is like a Mason Cam episode now, bro.
Yo. All right. So I'm gonna do things a little bit different. Like, I mean, top to bottom. Pause. First, I'm not gonna start at number 1 or number 5. I'm gonna start at number 3.
Yo, Sin.
I'm gonna start at the middle.
The fuck?
Can't make this
This
shit
is
up.
like a Kendrick album right now. I'm gonna start from the middle.
Number 3 is number 1
Everybody
now.
starts either at the bottom or the top.
Listen to
I
it.
don't want to
in
do
this
what everybody
direction.
else does. I want to do my own thing.
Yo, Dini, you want to go, bro? I'm about to break the microphone. Pause.
Sin.
Yo, Sid, already starting with the fuckery,
With the
bro. What's
bullshit.
going on, man?
Yes.
My number 3, because it picks up where Mase left off.
What's the vibe?
Pusha T
Oh,
is my number 3 guy.
right in the middle.
Right in the middle. For all the reasons that Mase said. You know what I mean? Daytona, It's Almost Dry, 2 fire albums, 1 arguable classic, probably a classic. He got some other albums in the discography too that are dope. Numbers on the Boards, one of my favorite. You know what? I might just go ahead and say it's one of my favorite songs of all time. Numbers on the Boards is crazy. That beat, phenomenal. So simple, but so like oh man,
Everything.
yeah. Nostalgia, also another classic from him solo. Plus, you know what I mean, part of the clips. But I know we're focusing on solo discographies, but still, you know what I mean. What he did with the clips, Hell Hath No Fury, that's within the time frame of after 2005. So he's in there. You know what I mean.
That's 3.
That's number 3. I'm gonna go 1 above to number 2. I got Rick Ross at number 2. Now look, where he might lack in lyrical dexterity, he more than makes up with in flow, voice, the bravado, the delivery. You know what I mean? Sure. I mentioned it in the last episode. One of the best features of all time on Devil in a New Dress.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And just phenomenal ear for beats.
Yeah.
The discography is crazy.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
He got to be high up on this list. That's number 2. Now, here's where I'm gonna piss y'all off, because this is my personal list. This is I'm basing this on who are the guys that I would want to listen to.
I got my finger on the trigger.
You know what I mean? I'm not
Close in.
listening. Me personally, I'm not listening to no Future.
Okay.
I'm not listening to
man,
Wayne.
I'm
I'm
nervous.
sorry.
I'm nervous.
You should broaden your horizons.
I am listening to another New Orleans MC, Jay Electronica. He's my number 4 spot.
Come on, son.
So I got Pusha T at 3, Rick Ross at 2, Jay Electronica at 4.
What has he done to be 4?
Dropped some of the illest bars I've ever heard in my life. Exhibit A and Exhibit C are more than enough for him to land on my Southern Rappers top 5. Y'all can be mad if you want. You can say he rhymes like a New Yorker. Oh well, he's from New Orleans. He counts. He's a Southern rapper. You know what I mean? Had the album with Hove.
I see where this list is going already.
I do, actually. I do.
The feature run he had was crazy.
1000%.
I love J-Leg. It's good, but it's not enough, bro.
And if y'all look, if y'all not up on the what the fuck is a Jay Electronica mixtape,
Fire.
then you can't talk to
Exhibit
me.
A, C, fire. Like
You know what I mean?
testimony.
So
Shout
he's
out
in
to
my
Hov.
top. He's in my top 5.
I bring up Wayne.
You know what?
Face,
You know
like,
what? It is his
thrown
top
out.
5.
Right.
So then I'm going now down to my number 5 spot.
Your 5.
T.I.
Okay.
And I know his career started before
Redemption.
2005, but he did enough after 2005 to still be in my top 5. I mean, the King album dropped 2006.
Right.
You know what I mean? After King, you know what I mean? That's when his career started, sort of faltering a little bit. But it's still more than enough to
Paper Trail
land
was
in my
tough.
top 5. Paper Trail was cool too. Yeah,
Paper Trail was
true.
tough.
That's the one that had Swagger Like Us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one was cool. So that lands him in my top 5. So now I'm going up to the number 1. It's J. Cole, bro.
All right.
J. Cole's the number 1. if we're talking about like his ascent in the game up to the point where we're at now, and the anticipation that we have for the off season this year, the feature run he's had, the albums he's dropped, you know what I mean, the level of status that he's achieved in his career, he's the #1 Southern rapper, bro. Post 2005.
I guess.
Yes.
Shout out to Sim for his list. I like the order, the dexterous order in which he did it. I'm a fan of it. But I'm not a fan of this list. But do you need a balance? I know you prepared. You're ready for yours.
Man.
The rap round table top 5. You see where we're going with this tonight. We in the South tonight. Well, I don't know if Sinner's in the South. But we in the South tonight.
He's somewhere.
I'm in the South Bronx. How about that?
South Bronx. Salute.
Round table.
This Migos is Migoing. Shit. All right.
You a lightweight, boy.
I smoke, bro. I smoke.
We figured from when you knocked the fucking light down, bro.
Yo,
It's not me going yet.
He tried to cop the plea
Migo
early, you know what I mean?
number
Mr.
5.
Migo.
Number 5.
What's your 5?
Travis
From
Scott.
back? You going from back?
I'm going from number 5.
Oh, he
to
went
1.
to Texas.
All right.
Travis Scott.
I like it.
Travis.
Say what
Good
you want
pick.
about Trav. Trav has
Good pick.
essentially been the
pick.
junior version of Kanye West over the last few years, and I don't say that to be disrespectful. I say that as far as like,
Can I jump in for 1 second?
Yeah.
Don't forget what you're saying. Ain't it kind of crazy that Travis Scott rarely gets the label Southern rapper? He's just Travis Scott.
in Houston.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Carry on, Dean.
You know, like,
Because of the Kanye lineage.
yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
And
as
the fact
far
that
as
everybody confused him with ASAP Rocky in that first year.
did
Nah,
my
good
boy
pick
bad.
though, Dini. I didn't
Yeah,
have
that's
the
a
gumption
great
to
pick.
pick. I didn't have the gumption to make this pick. So
I
applaud
mean,
to you, bro.
Rodeo. I mean, Astro. To me, Astro World is a classic. I feel like argue with your mom's best friend's uncle. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, good
That
pick.
shit is a classic and a half to me. It's great music. As far as the sonics, the visuals, the production, he is our. We have like our Michael Jacksons. You get what I'm saying?
All right, wait. What?
No, as far as all right. Don't take this. I'm talking about as far as grandiose promotion.
What the fuck are you talking about?
See, y'all niggas always jump the gun.
You
bro.
said it, bro.
Let me elaborate.
Michael Jackson?
There's no elaborate.
When Michael
Lionel Richie was right there.
Nigga,
No.
Offset is right there. That nigga dancing like Michael fucking
that's
stage.
the niggas giving the visuals. Offset. I'm talking about like performance visuals, concerts, live shows.
Kanye's right there.
I said he's a junior Kanye, bro. I'm talking about.
Then you compare him to Michael Jackson right
Michael
after that.
Jackson
but
is-
Michael Jackson was the one that basically introduced the
What the fuck are you
grandiose.
talking about?
Somebody take John phone away, man. Let me cook how I cook, nigga. He was the nigga that introduced, like, you know what I'm saying, the 10-minute video. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was the nigga that introduced the MTV premiere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a grandiose event. Like, back when premieres mattered, back when they told you, whatever, Wednesday we're dropping the video, everybody and their mother was in their house Wednesday, 8 o'clock watching the video.
I
That
heard
type
about
of
that.
shit.
I wasn't old
like,
enough for
he's that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? He's that guy right now. And I think that matters in this space, in the space where everyone's active, everyone's jumping in, everyone's free to just get their little bit of clout and
So
jump
you
out.
saying that Travis Scott is the rap Michael Jackson?
I'm not saying he's the rap Michael Jackson. I'm saying as far as perform.
You know, I'm trying to get the sound
Utopia.
bite.
Tried it.
The highest selling album of last year.
Tried it.
I got your back. Dude.
Thank you, Macito.
Utopia, highest selling album of the year last year. Grammy nominated artist. The influence, just like the beat switches.
Plaques on plaques.
That's what the
Not-
tweet
not-
gonna
I'm not
read.
mad.
Not
The
even
tweet
to-
is gonna read.
Not even to mention the
Rap
effect
Round
on,
Table
the effect
says-
on, like,
Of course.
Travis Scott is the new Michael Jackson.
cut it out. Cut it out.
That's what
cut
the
it
tweet
out.
gonna say.
That's for niggas who don't listen with their ears. You know what I'm saying?
Who does?
Like,
We're cooked. I'm gonna let you know right now.
Remember when
Yo.
we talked about neck and wrist?
who-
And niggas misrepresented what Sin said? You gotta
Yo.
Yo,
It's so many
misrepresent all y'all
Deanies
niggas
in the
want.
chat right now. Like Deanie, what?
Yo,
I
they'll
ain't
be
gonna lie,
alright.
there is.
They'll be alright. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying. He's the most outside of Kanye today in this era. The grandiose video, nigga. The grandiose visual, nigga. Where the sonics matter, where the stage performance matters, where the shows are literally like rock and roll shows in hip hop. You get
Out
what
of
I'm
this
saying?
world
Nah,
experience.
you right.
You
You
dig
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he ain't. Don't ever put Michael Jackson name next to Travis Scott.
You gotta
man.
chill, man.
You gotta relax.
It's not too many people
Shouts
doing
to
grandiose
EPMD.
shit nowadays.
Facts.
There's not too many people doing grandiose shit.
Now you right, but Michael Jackson.
I tried that with
R.I.P.
Drake
Mike.
one time, and niggas called me in real life. Like, chill.
Probably the greatest performer of all time. No question.
Voice call?
You feel me? Like
Number
what you
4.
thinking? What you thinking, nigga?
Sin
They
took my
said you was
pick at number 4.
BTFO.
Yo, you want to move to Canada, gang? Like,
Sin took my pick. Number 4,
Fell back.
T.I.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, Outkast, even though they might be like the niggas I
Outkast
heard
dropped
from
after
the
05?
South. I'm talking about like from the South.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? As a New York nigga, they might be the niggas that like I tapped into from the South early, but T.I. was the nigga that really made me appreciate Atlanta, my nigga. Like, Luda had his run, no question. You get what I'm saying? But T.I. was the Southern version. I don't want. Damn, see,
go
I'm about to do it
ahead,
again.
jump off the cliff. You said Michael Jackson already.
Like he was the most Southern version of niggas that reminded me kind of of Hove. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
That comparison was made back
as
then.
far as
It
that
was.
vibe, I'm like, yo, like the shit I love to hear from Jay-Z, he knows how to like do that too, but from a Southern aspect. And I was like, keep it a buck. From when I first heard I'm Serious with Beanie Man, bro. Like to hear that nigga on the track with a Jamaican nigga, I thought that was just interested from the jump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Body my nut tech box shot. No way.
Shout out Atlantic Records.
You
You
dig?
feel me?
So that was a big moment. I was like, think 01 or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's like
Big
01,
moment.
02.
That shit was fire.
Body my
Yeah,
nut tech box
But
shot. Anyway,
we are talking 05 though, then.
Of course, but then we jump into the joints Sin mentioned. We jump into King. Say what you want. These albums had hits. Paper Trail. I know you kind of downplayed a little bit, but Mase kept it a buck. That shit got hits on hits on hits on hits. That's really the one.
Paper
outside
Trail's
of
his
King.
victory lap, bro.
There
like,
you go.
Not Nipsey victory. I mean, like as far as his position in rap, that was his victory lap.
Coming
Yeah,
back around the second
before
time
they
and say, I
misquote
still
you
got
and
this.
shit.
Can I give him a continuation?
Jump
or something?
in, jump in.
Listen, Wayne fans, don't take away my badge. Paper Trail is a better album in 08 than the Carter 3. I listened to Paper Trail in 08 more than the Carter 3. I'm gonna just say that. So go ahead, then.
Whoa.
We putting that
I
on
had Wayne
Twitter.
number
That's
1.
major.
Y'all gonna shit on me? What
That's
y'all gonna
major.
do?
Yeah, they will.
Yes.
Yeah. Fake Wayne fan, you know it's
Paper
coming.
Trail was better than
There's no
Carter.
rules
Niggas
in this
gonna hate.
internet shit.
Right?
Fuck you. Number 3. The Boss, man. Y'all called it. Like
Rose.
maybe I don't do it again. More jumping out the window as far as
boy.
incarnations. Incarnation. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's the incarnation of Mike. I'm not saying he's the incarnation of Biggie. But I'm saying he's one of those niggas, you know, the fat nigga that generated that majestic, magnificent, like
And he,
extraordinary
magnificent.
affluence. You get what I'm saying?
and he had the
Where-
voice for it too.
You dig?
Yeah.
And he didn't always start like that.
We just
you know?
the thing with Ross is that we missed the whole the rags to riches.
Ross took
story.
the
know?
long road. We seen where he
Yeah.
started back when he was rapping on the Miami shit.
Slip and slide.
There you go. As opposed to where he elevated to. Like he really
Facts.
took his position. He got a classic album, you know, and he has great projects after the classic album. He has classic moments. Shout out to him as far as business aspect. Like Rick Ross was essentially the nigga that a lot of these niggas said they wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? The real entrepreneur doing things, making shit happen. And,
Again.
and he made great music.
Number 3.
And he, number 3. And he made and even though we knew his past profession, he made us believe it. When you could look past that, that's how you know you want something different.
And let's be clear, we're not talking about, you know what I mean, like Biggie's flow. We're not talking about Biggie's lyricism.
Not at all.
We're not talking about, you know what I mean, but just like the
ability to
encompassing, that energy.
You know what the young niggas say? It's the aura, bro. He had the Biggie
aura.
aura,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I'm
There
saying?
you go.
Well, I don't
There
have
you
to be
go.
the prettiest nigga in the room, but I'm gonna be the flyest nigga. in the
Swaggy
room.
fat nigga
The
with- that can rap
waviest
with
nigga.
bars.
The nigga
You
with
know
the
what I
most
mean?
money in the room. And act like that don't count in hip hop. That was always a major thing. So keep it a bean. Number 2, y'all called it Pusha T. Like my favorite hip hop duo outside of Mobb
Son.
Deep. You know, I know a lot of y'all fuck with Outkast on that level, you know, but to me, that's my guys. The Re-Up Gang mixtapes, Hell Have No Fury, Lord Willing. I mean, they gave us great material, and Pusha T has been a great solo nigga from then. Features have been immaculate. Been under the guys that not guys, but under the tutelage of Kanye with the good music. Even though we knew he was writing a lot of that shit, Kanye was sounding a little too good. A little too good, but it just,
Kanye
I
get
mean,
this nice.
one of the wordsmiths of our time.
Yeah.
Like, it's outside of Jay-Z, and I know we just gave Rick Ross the incarnation, but I'm talking about outside of Jay, wordplay-wise, flow-wise, rap-wise, the ability to switch and catch it back, pause, like Pusha T. Like, no question. Like, rap extraordinaire. from a 2020, 2003 career to now.
You be on here trying to cook sin, and you said switch
my
and
preemptive pause. Preemptive. Sin don't preemptive pausing, bro. Sin be letting it rock. We gotta catch him later. My shit's be immediate pauses, bro. I pee. You know what I'm saying?
You what?
What?
Don't even
immediate pauses.
Just say
this is the
something
key,
else.
Deanie. Last time niggas paused me and muted me, I went in the fucking thesaurus the next day. Like,
Yeah,
I need to find some different words, bro.
Some shit was heinous.
That's the key, man.
Some shit was heinous. And number
I
one,
had a heinous moment last night that I didn't realize until after the fact. And I seen his face. I was like, oh shit. I bugged the fuck out with that. Yo! When I see, because I thought it was like, oh, this nigga made a face because I said that crazy shit.
hey,
Some wild boys.
Hey, yo! What
We
the
was
fuck?
Good,
number one, I mean, we
list
don't
so
really
far.
have to argue this too much. If you know what it is, you watch the Rap Roundtable. It's Future, man. I mean,
Huge.
what more do you need?
Huge.
What more do you need? Future's the first artist that really made me do. What?
Hold on.
What?
Cole is not on your list.
No. No. All time? Like my five greatest niggas all time? All right, you know what? You know what? You know what?
you're a New York
I'm gonna
nigga.
keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like what is
New York nigga.
what is Cole's iconic moments though? You get what I'm saying? As far as music.
Features.
Right now,
That's
the
what I'm
feature
saying.
run-
The
Niggas
niggas
the
I'm
Super
naming
Bowl?
got great albums. You get what I'm saying? Not to say he don't have great music. It
Platinum
just
without a feature?
the niggas I'm talking about have compelling music.
Wow, that's a
Cook.
statement.
Keep it a buck, bro.
Right,
Hey,
yo.
bro,
Yo.
we was not listening to Cole when he
Here's
first
the
dropped. Let's
headline.
keep it a
Deanie says
bean,
J. Cole
bro.
does not have any compelling
Cole
music.
did not make
Yo,
the
compared
five.
to the niggas I just mentioned,
Listen.
you listening to J. Cole more than you listening to Ross as far as just
They
sonic
gonna
ability? I'm
cook
asking you a
you,
question.
bro.
Don't ask nothing. Stand on your square, my
My
nigga.
square stood on. You know what I'm
you.
saying? I said what I said.
I respect it.
If
This
I
clip
actually
is
name-
going
if I
straight to
actually
X
name-
tomorrow.
If I actually name 10
Right?
great songs
Before
from
the-
Ross, you
the-
would
the
name 10
episode
great
drops.
songs. If I actually name 10 great songs from Cole, it would be features, a lot of them. That don't count for something?
It's your list, dude.
It counts for
It's your
something,
list.
bro.
list.
It's your
You know what I'm
list.
saying?
So you
if we-
saying that J. Cole has everything but that one iconic album?
All right,
or
all right.
moment? No, I'm asking you.
All right, y'all niggas is sports niggas. We got a highlight clip of niggas as far as like shit they done throughout the years, and then we got a nigga that got a bunch of game winners. He just got 15, 20 game winning shots.
Right,
As
right.
opposed to like watching niggas career. You know what I'm saying? Go through the whole shit. Like you watch a Kobe tape, you watch a Kobe tape. You watch a Jordan tape, you watch a Jordan tape. We don't just see the last shots.
So the joint
We see the
So the joint with Benny wasn't iconic?
that's an iconic moment. But that's not even his song, my nigga. You get what I'm saying?
He made it his song.
Deanie ain't playing,
That's
I'm just keeping
man.
it a bean. Like outside of the features.
That doesn't count for now. He
Outside of the
made it his
features,
song.
That's why
You
they
gave
saying
him
niggas
number
can't
one
ask New York
outside of the
niggas
features.
nothing, bro.
Outside of the features, what are the joints you're rushing to though? Like what are the J. Cole records you're rushing to?
Role
Count it up.
models.
Count it up.
Role models.
Fire.
Role
it?
models is
Role
fire.
models was-
Taylor Two Cities.
Fire.
What's the joint when he lost his virginity?
We gotta ask, what's the joint? That ain't good. That ain't good. We don't gotta do that for
And I was
Ross.
not listening
We
to
don't gotta
that.
do that. We don't gotta do that for Future. We don't gotta do that for Push. We don't gotta do
I don't
that.
want no
That's
Listen.
that's
premature
why they have him on my
ejaculation
list.
bars,
I love you,
nigga.
Cole.
Fuck
I
that.
love you, Cole. You one of the greatest niggas to do it. But
Listen.
that's why I didn't have you on my list.
Yo.
You're a great nigga, but it's the moments matter too, dog.
My
Like
my
that's
memory
crazy.
is
I'm
what my
just
memory
saying.
is, so I gotta go.
outside of the features, what song you want? What song you
Oh, because
outright
this
seeking?
nigga, yo, this nigga is the
That-
face of a whole era. You say
Yo.
he's not even five and is reaching.
Yo, I'm just saying. I'm asking the question. Nobody got no answers for
Yo,
me, man.
crying.
Where's
Let go.
Where's
Let-
Sway at?
Bro, we
Where's
cut
Sway?
off trap music and urban legend, and he still got T.I. over
Yo,
him, bro.
classic
crazy.
moments, classic songs on them shits, classic moments on them shits. You get what I'm
Classic
saying?
albums? No classic albums?
For who?
Cole.
You tell me Cole's classic album, bro. I'm just saying, yo, come on, we keeping it a rack here or not, my nigga?
Yo,
Come on,
They
bro.
come in with the 50 clip,
Salute to
nigga.
that
Man,
nigga.
they
I'm
gonna
still waiting for
Hold on.
so
you gonna get
wait.
fed time for that, bro.
Last time you
Cole
played the
fan-
off season.
Cole fans will tell you 2014 Forest
All
Hills
right.
Drive is his classic.
You said what?
2014 Forest Hills Drive.
hip hop don't say that.
Great album, great
what
album.
Cole-
It might be his magnum opus, but do
Yeah.
you consider that a classic album? Do you consider that a classic album? Shout out to Walt in the Cut. Do you consider that a classic album? Jarvie?
If I gotta look back, if I gotta look back at the track list, then yeah, you right.
The niggas is Master P now.
So just for the sake of clarity, you had J. Cole where?
1.
You had Cole 2.
2.
Cole not on the list.
Name 5 songs. Dead to Right, no feature. You're a dead man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a beat.
Wow, bro. That's crazy.
Shout out. I love you, bro.
Yo.
I know it sounds critical, but we just
Cole Dre 3000.
Yo, we just keeping it a beat. Where's his classic album?
Get rid
You know
of
what
this
I'm
guy.
saying? As a soul, we didn't get that neither. But I digress, my nigga.
This nigga don't got J. Cole in his 5.
Man, all time,
Crazy.
All time, from 05 to now, all time.
In the
Yes.
South. In the South.
For the record, my favorite J. Cole album is The Off Season.
Same. Now I like KOD, but
I like KOD, yeah.
Rose Hill Drive had joints.
KOD was my favorite.
But like I said, is it a
how
classic?
can you be the face of an entire era but not top 5 in the South?
You could
These
be.
don't think he the face of shit, apparently.
the
bro.
niggas dog nice. But like I said,
Firing
where's
Squad
that
is crazy.
compelling
He-
music?
It's Cole, Kendrick, or Drake.
Features, bro. We always talk
Cole,
about
nah, he
features.
been in
Nah,
that
he's the
argument.
big
He
three.
been
He's
in
the
that
top three.
argument.
He won
We've
number
said it
1 off
Platinum
features.
So
without
many
a
times at
feature.
this table.
You know, bro,
Couple of times.
you could play 10 games in the season and you can score 60 each game.
Nah, this is a wild.
You get what I'm
take.
saying? And you look immaculate. You scored 600 points in 10 games. You know what I'm saying? But it's 82 games in the season.
So
bro.
wait. I'm sorry. All right. So now I have to ask, because we've posed the question of what the top 4 Mount Rushmore is for the most recent generation. And it's always Drake, Kendrick, Cole, and then we're always arguing about the 4th spot. And we just said Future might need to be in that 4th spot. And you're saying Cole don't even deserve to be in the Mount
Bro,
Rushmore.
I'm talking.
You got
specific
Future,
from
Drake,
05,
Kendrick, and then who?
That's
So who's
That's his whole career.
So then
05 to
you
2024.
at the
so then,
minimum.
so then who are you putting in the Mount Rushmore
Of the 2010s.
instead of
of
Cole?
the 2010s.
Yeah.
Did he even have
clearly-
Kendrick on the
Let's
list?
be
Nah,
clear.
nah,
If he's
nah.
not top 5 from his
Kendrick's
region,
not South,
how
though.
can he be top 3 of hip hop?
No.
Right.
Dennis asked you the Mount Rushmore of the 2010s rap. What he's basically making the parallel to is that you don't even think that Cole is top 5 in the South, period. So how can he
how
be
can it be
in your
top
Mount
4?
Rushmore of
What
2010?
I'm saying is this: when we look, I gave the same example with the what was it when we talked about the Nas albums, where he picked what's the shit that had purple again? He picked the Lost Tapes. And I picked I Am, and I was like,
Yeah.
yo, where are the moments from the Lost Tapes? You get what I'm saying? Like I Am has mad moments, bro. Like that.
It's about because so here's my thing.
Listen,
I think
that-
it's
I'm
about
gonna try to switch it back.
the sum being greater than the parts.
But
You know
all
what I mean?
the moments that we love from J. Cole are not even really from his albums, though. That don't matter for something.
I'm just saying the total of the sum is greater than the parts, the individual parts. That so
In
you're-
your
what you're
mind,
saying,
not in Dini's
no, that's
mind,
what I'm saying.
apparently.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
get what you're saying. I'm talking about niggas who put in actual work, full bodies of work that had great projects that niggas still want to go back and listen to today.
Dini, he cannot be a pillar. And let's be clear, he's a commercial pillar, and he's a critical acclaim pillar of rap today.
Immaculate.
It's really, we talk about big 4, but in reality, 9 times out of 10, we're talking about a big 3.
Right.
And it's Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. We have first person shooter, the biggest of what? They're saying basically on wax that in fact, get Kendrick out the way, they're the top 2 niggas. How is he in this argument but not top 5 from his region?
Because when the moment we're counting for J. Cole being hot has been over the last 7 years roughly?
No. Cole been hot since he got in the league, bro.
I mean, it depends.
09 he dropped? Was it 09?
I'm talking about
11.
I'm talking about
11.
since niggas really cared. Like we didn't really start caring until the nigga damn near had Bob Marley dress. We didn't care in the earlier days.
We didn't care, but that doesn't discount his accomplishments.
He did his thing. The first joint did all right for the people. He did the college
That
album.
workout joint or whatever the fuck he was doing, straight up, and you really want
Great-
to me.
great artist.
We didn't like it.
Great artist, but what I'm saying, do I want to put
Cole
him? Do I want to
Lake.
put him on a Rushmore over like our entire region?
So,
for
if it-
a nigga who he don't have real cuts,
If
from.
he's not top 5 in the South, how is he top 3 in rap?
today,
He
know what I'm
been
saying?
top 3.
The
He
niggas
been.
that we named on my list, ain't really doing nothing like that right now.
It sound like Future been thinking, low key been thinking Cole ain't shit for a while. If you ask me, like maybe ain't having.
They're not too.
Cole been in that top 3 conversation for a long time,
showed
bro.
the numbers. He's not too far outside of them niggas. All them niggas in the same range as far as sales.
That's fair.
You get what I'm saying? So by that logic itself, and Future got full length bodies of work, my nigga.
Dini was gonna be the one who tipped the table over.
Yo,
bro.
just it is what it is. He's an immaculate
So
artist.
so he's not. In your opinion, let's put it on wax, chat. Is he not part of that Cole Kendrick argument?
That big 3 of today.
To you.
Of today, yes.
So he's in third place to you though.
A distant third.
As far as right now, as far as rapping, he got it
Right now, overall,
he's the guy.
Career accolades.
Hell no, above Kendrick and
so
Drake.
He's third.
Yeah, as far as accolades, no question.
Okay.
So we
and as far as Future, like really fourth, if we really thinking about it.
So we
more records in Future though.
But how much?
Not that much.
It was a
Not
couple
that much.
It was a couple of platinum joints.
6 platinum joints.
You know, Future might listen. So what we've confirmed is that Cole not only let Nas down, he let Dean down as well.
Yes.
Is that where we're going?
I mean, like I said, like y'all could prove me wrong, but when's the last time you shot back to the
Yo, who would have thought when we accidentally stumbled into this top 5 shit that this would be some of the best shit we did?
Right? Controversial Dean,
Just
man.
keep it a bean.
Not massaging, it's controversial.
And that's the best part about this pod. It's not even intentional to be controversial. Just like how Jav asked, how can he blank? And I'm asking the same question. How can he blank if he blank? If we can't name no actual outside cuts outside of features, you know what I'm saying? How can we say he's like from the last 20 years? You get what I'm saying? Like the niggas I named on my list, we can name cuts. The niggas you named on your list outside of, you can name cuts. He could probably name 20 on Wayne cuts off the top of his head. Cuts. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you couldn't even name 6 real cuts off the top. That's what I'm like. I can't. It feels weird.
I think what Dini's saying is
he don't got enough joints.
You're not gonna hear
but it's not
Cole at the function,
bro.
The last 5 years,
you're not gonna hear Cole at the party.
It sounds like he's saying Cole is overrated. That's what I heard.
No,
but that's the same argument they have for Nas,
in the last
bro.
5 years, got it. In the last 20 years, simmer down.
Canada.
Simmer down.
Listen, Dean, listen.
What is the Cole party record?
I can't follow this.
Workout right there. I see him standing on it.
Workout is his party record.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't even want to give my 5. I wish I would have went third.
I want the 5.
Dini crushed this segment.
Dini bodied this shit, bro.
Why I gotta rap after this thing?
Come on, man. Give me the 5, Jarvis.
Listen, man.
I don't even want to say nothing.
1 to 5, you're going 5 to 1.
Who rapped after fucking Capital, man?
5 to 1. I like 5 to 1.
Nobody. You had the
anticipation.
Exactly.
I'm sick to my stomach right now. I gotta follow this.
Yeah, there was 9 motherfuckers that rapped after Inspector Deck though. So
you feel me?
You know what I mean?
You feel me?
Well, hey.
Had some of the greatest niggas looking crazy.
Jerry Stackhouse, jaw. Remember?
Shit, bro. Jerry Stackhouse. Did not know until you mentioned it. I didn't remember that. But anyway, Pace of Space tapping. Third, salute. At number 5, I got 21 Savage. I know a lot of the rapidy rap heads, the bar heads, they hate 21. They think he's garbage. And you know what? I'll admit, there was a certain point in time in the history where I didn't care about part of his draft class. I couldn't stand this guy. It wasn't until 21 and Metro got together and dropped Savage Mode 2 that I said, wait a minute, this guy is all right. I like this guy. I like this 21. You know what I mean?
So you needed the Metro Boomin beats to warm you up.
It was the collaboration.
Say that.
The beats, Morgan Freeman, they all helped, but everything is not always about bars. Again, we all watched Rap City growing up. Every nigga, you know what I'm saying, from the South wasn't some lyrical miracle nigga, but he made fire songs. When that JT Money video randomly popped in between the Onyx video and the Wu-Tang video, he was fucking with that JT Money. Was JT Money Wild Nice? No, he wasn't, but the song was fire.
I turned the
Sin turned the channel. He's the rap snob. You know what I mean? But we fucked with it. Trick Daddy was another one. Trick Daddy wasn't one of these niggas who was lyrical miracle niggas, but they made good songs. And I was like, you know what? I got so pro New York and bars that I started to forget that I like some of the stuff. I love 3 6 Mafia from day one. These niggas are not lyrical miracle niggas. They rap better than most niggas. Don't get it twisted, but they're not lyrical miracle niggas. So when I heard Savage Mode 2, I was like, this nigga's a true South nigga. He gonna give you some shit. He gonna talk about where he from. He gonna talk about the shit in his neighborhood. He has a great ear for beats that nothing could be undersold. Nice. And as Atlanta goes through this transition of who is the guy in Atlanta, and it's a legitimate argument about the future of Atlanta. I believe that 21 is the guy to carry that baton, and he needs to be in my 5 because he's a star. He's a clickable item. He moves units. When his releases, it matters. You know what I'm saying? And his features matter as well. Everything about 21 Savage matters.
Held his own with Drake.
Still in his prime.
Drake said, "Yo, come here, collab." Even though it was like 4 or 5 songs, but it's a Drake and 21 Savage album. And 21 took those lessons to his latest release, and he took some lessons from Drake, and he implemented them into that. And I like where he's going. I think he's gonna have an all-time career for the city of Atlanta as these niggas phase out. 21's gonna be that guy.
How old is 21?
I think he's like 32, somewhere around there.
I think he like in his late 20s.
Let me look it up.
Yeah,
I'll look it up. Keep looking.
Yeah, I mean, please. You know what I mean? So for number 5, I have 21 Savage. Are there guys who might have already done more than 21? Yeah. Well, do I think 21 has a launching pad that's gonna take him further than all of these guys that might have done more already? Yes.
Plus, I think the bringing you around aspect matters too. The whole I'm not fucking with you, then I'm fucking with you.
Of course, because niggas, you know, there's
compelling.
The New Yorker in me resents a lot of niggas immediately.
Facts.
And then the difference between me and Sin is that I'll give niggas a chance. Sin, once he writes you off, it's over.
It's over.
It's done. You know what I'm saying? Like when Sin, you ever notice if you watch his pod, read between the lines. When Sin says, "Yo, you know what? I went back and I listened to such and such, and it's not that bad." Notice that the show always stops when he says that because it doesn't happen often.
That's a fact.
It doesn't happen often. So when he says, hey, it's not that bad.
We all feel so validated.
Yeah.
Our sensibilities are validated.
All right. Number 4 for me.
So 21 Savage is 31. Right?
31.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, good call, y'all.
So he's in that gray area of niggas who know better.
Right.
And that matters with his musical ability. Number 4 for me, we gotta go T.I. I think T.I.'s on everybody's list. T.I., the South took over 05. But I think T.I. was the first true champion of rap from the South as far as that 05 era. Not before. We're talking about 05. Like, he was nigga getting the Jay-Z comparisons.
Yep.
He got the Jay-Z feature, Watch What You Say to Me and all of that. That because at that time around 05, 06, it was still Hove was still like the litmus test, standard. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Say what you want, Nas fans. It's not about that.
Keep it
Well,
above.
I'm not saying this is my opinion. I'm just saying popular scribes and mainstream, they said that it was Jay-Z who was considered the standard.
That's
not even Eminem. It was Jay-Z.
Right.
So he had that. He got the feature. He did the Bring Him Out record. He got all the interviews. He did everything he was supposed to do as far as crossing over. And he had the body of work. Because to me, Urban Legend, I agree. You talk about I'm Serious, yeah. But Urban Legend, I'm gonna tell you, my New York ears in 2004, 2005 was blown away by what I heard when I heard Urban Legend. I had a Walkman, my nigga, a Discman, part of me.
Remember them
And
days,
I was
man?
running that. I was making plays in New Jersey with a little Harley, nice little looking Harley. And I was on the PATH train. I ain't have no car, nigga. I was on the PATH train to the MTA, rocking Urban Legend, and I live on the Floss. Imagine going from the Floss to New Jersey. Me
With no whip.
with one CD,
no
nigga.
whip.
Brutal.
And no Ubers, bro.
No
Nigga.
Ubers. I'm supposed to be in school, but I'm in Jersey playing with some titties. You know what I'm saying?
With a D?
With 2 D's.
That ain't.
Okay?
D's, motherfucker, D's.
Okay.
Rosie
So-
Perez.
And the one CD I had
Shout out to the homie.
Come on now. And during that era, the one album, where my drops at? And the one album I had during that era was Urban Legend. When I tell you that's my album, and I say you could press play and not skip shit, T.I.'s number 4. And the thing is, he dropped that album and he didn't fumble. He kept building the momentum, big singles, big features, getting the cosigns, doing the media. Remember when the media run was a thing? You go from station to
Remember them
station,
days?
doing the media
Old
runs.
days.
He flipped that into doing movies. What was it called? Takers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Takers.
I mean, ATL came out post
ATL.
05. That's
I was getting there, but
oh, my fault.
I don't know if Takers. I feel like Takers came out first.
Nah, Take It was after.
Takers was after. Thank you, Mase. But it was like having these looks, big budget films, I think he was in another movie.
He was in the shit
He's
with
in the
Denzel Washington.
He's in the Ant-Man's now too. That was
Ant-Man,
crazy.
and that was post-rap, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And nigga got dreads now and shit.
He's in American Gangster, right?
ATL's a cultural
Yeah, he
classic.
is.
He was in American Gangster. ATL's a cultural classic.
Yeah, it is 100%.
Takers was a big deal for us. Not me, not the white people so much. No, sorry, but the black
Whoa.
people. Remember, BT
My
did the whole rollout for that
was
movie.
a big Idris Elba.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was another movie I think he was in where the nigga was like they was trying, another like heist type movie. But T.I. did everything he was supposed to do. He got arrested. Things got a little shaky after he got arrested with the gun charge and the sound change. But to me, he was very important to where the South eventually landed in the takeover. He was the first. When they said he was the king of the South, nobody fought back.
Nobody.
Yeah.
They actually
He had
co-signed
it.
it.
He had it.
I remember Big Boy going on Rap City and saying he right.
Yeah,
I
the game in the
remember
chokehold,
that.
man.
Motherfucking Lil Flip tried and he got cooked.
If
Ludacris tried and he got cooked.
Yeah.
Now,
I was gonna say,
Luda cooked him.
That
I was-
T.I.P. bar
I was
Yeah.
gonna say
was
you
kind of
wrote,
crazy.
Yeah, that was
you
hard.
wrote, you rolled the years a couple years
That was
back.
stomp,
They
right?
took
Luda is
T.I.
in that
verse
conversation,
off
bro.
the song. He got bodied so
That was
bad.
that
Like
Stomp?
I'm mad.
That was
I'm mad. I
Stomp,
couldn't include Luda in this conversation because 2005 and on, like, what
But
do
that's-
you have?
that's
like,
short
He had a
hair,
great
Luda,
run.
man.
But
Yeah,
Luda,
like-
he cut his hair like 06, 07.
Yeah,
Get
that's what
money,
I'm saying.
nigga. Like somebody's like, it
Oh.
was like,
Oh.
Yikes.
You know what I'm saying? So number
The
And then what
crisscross
do you have? Theater of the
sideburns.
Mind.
Yeah.
terrible.
I Do It For Hip Hop was
The
good.
shit was so
Yeah,
bad he grew his
not,
head.
not necessarily because of him.
The shit was so bad he grew his head back and the sideburns back. He done reverted back. You know what I mean? It took him like 10 years to realize he fucked up with the music. The acting shit different. He good money. You know what I mean? Number 3. This is where it gets a little dicey
I'm
for your
interested.
boy.
I'm interested.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of guys that I fuck with from the South. I talk a lot of shit about, Southern rap and whatever. But I was plugged in. Mason and I, we connected over Southern rap as well. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sin and I argued about Southern rap. Dini and I, we connected and we argued at the same damn time about Southern rap. Certain niggas that we fuck with, certain niggas we don't fuck with. But for me, I gotta put Rose at number 3. Rose,
Not two.
Rose, and I always tell a story. If you're new to the pod, I remember not being a fan of his when he first dropped. I was like, who is this fucking guy? I'm a boss. Like, who the fuck is this guy? I didn't know about Slip and Slide Rose. I keep it 100. I didn't know about that nigga. But it's like, where you come from and just showing up out of left field making this I'm a boss record. You got all this swag and bravado. You a new nigga to me. You getting a Jay-Z feature? Why the fuck this nigga got a Jay-Z feature? But I really hated on Rose, bro. When the 50 beef happened, I was team 50.
Pro fifth.
Like, get this nigga the fuck out of here. Why you so arrogant? You know what I'm saying? But then he started doing the pimping. Right? Like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like this guy. But then there was a rebrand that happened during the 50 beef that niggas rarely talk about. They talk about all the shit he's done, but they don't talk about the rebrand. When Rose first dropped Part of Me, he was a Southern Florida rapper sonically through and through. The 50 beef happened, and there were people who weren't fucking with Rose because he was a CO. Then we go on World Star Hip Hop around 2008, somewhere around there, and it was this White Sand song that I think goes on the Mailbag music album. Diddy's in the video. It's like a little one verse, like a minute and 30 seconds, and Diddy doing what Diddy does, pause, and it's like.
That's a different statement today.
You know what I mean? And Rose got on that shit. And I'm like, oh, Puff standing next to Rose. Maybe the New Yorker in me says, maybe I should pay attention. I'm now meeting Mase. Mase is like, yo, I think you should pay attention to Rick Ross. I'm like, maybe I might.
The next one.
I don't know. I don't like the Biggie comparisons, but Puff standing next to him. So that might mean something. And then Teflon Don. Nobody in their right mind can tell you that they expected what they got from Teflon when they pressed play. Now, again, we thought Rose was something to pay attention to in New York because Hove was giving them bars.
Right.
The Mailbag music record had dropped. And it was like, oh, Hove. Because
Nas too.
Kiss.
and it's like, guys are like, they're not just rapping.
Not Kiss.
They're not just giving you throwaway bars. When they rapping next to Rose, they delivering fire verses, which means to us in the odd New Yorkies, if a nigga feel like he got a rap next to you, that means that you're good,
respect.
right? Teflon though, blown away. And before Teflon dropped, we heard what he did on Ye's album.
Not to cut you off, Jav. Jav played Teflon Don from whatever month. He played that shit for the rest of the year, man.
Fire.
Dog Twisted Fantasy didn't even get no play.
No.
Because Jav used to drive me home from work when I met him, bro. Teflon Don was the soundtrack for 5-6 months straight, bro. I swear to God.
Nah, Mase, what are you talking about? We're engagement farmers. Y'all didn't know each other before.
My bad.
There you go. Let you through this pod shit. You heard the invisible curtain, right? You know what I'm saying? Bro. Because I heard Devil in a New Dress. And I'm like, I always say I was blown away because when I heard the verse, I'm like, I didn't know Rose was on the song. I didn't read the book. I just played it. I was driving to Long Island from the floss. And I'm like, I'm going to just play the Ye album, see what it's about. And then when I heard Live Fast or Die Young, I'm like, this had to be the same session. Because the way the song was put together, part of me feels like this was a Ye song that Ye said, yo, you keep that.
Yeah. Honestly.
Teflon. And then the even deeper mixtape, I forget the name of it. But the song even
Rich Forever, man.
Rich Forever mixtape.
That's it.
And it had the even deeper record with the Barry White sample. Bro, I worked for Delta at the time. I used to be coming into the Delta parking lot blasting that every day. You couldn't tell me shit about Rose.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. To this day, when I get in my feelings and I feel like I need to pick me up, that's part of my rotation. That record.
Is that the one that had Triple Beam Dreams on it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Man. That's it.
But that's good.
One of Nas's best feature verses of all time.
Bro,
and
that's a
fucking
He got Nas best feature verse, Drake best feature
and
verse.
the thing about Rick Ross is that, you know it, like Sin said earlier, he might not be the most lyrical schmirical nigga, but there's something to be said about when you get on records and you know you doing a feature and you deliver. Niggas hit I'm a Boss and they say Meek Mill got off, but I say Ross got him on that shit. If you listen to Rick Ross's verse or I'm a Boss, he destroyed that record.
Fuck a blog, dog.
Because one day we gonna meet, I'ma spaz on your ass like I'm on E. Oh my God. And the thing is, he found a completely different pocket for Meek on that record.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The joint he did with John, with Wayne at his peak, held his own.
Man. Big black nigga with an icy watch.
Always
You heard, like,
what was that shit? 9-piece? Was it
9-piece.
Nine-piece.
Straight 8 balls. MJG, bitch, I got 8 balls. Again, I love Rick Ross.
Ross had so many joints during that era, bro.
that shit made men with Drake?
Come on.
Made
When Drake
Men.
showed up, remember Made Men?
The shit with Wale and Jada, like, it's a million joints.
And the thing is about Rose, I love, he not afraid to rhyme next to nice niggas. Because that record he did, the BMF record, people forget SP is on that.
Styles P.
He's
was on his first single.
If there's one guy who can say I rhyme with the best of them and I held my own, it is Rick Ross. Everybody you can name that's nice,
Hove,
Rose got a record.
Nas,
Mailbag 3.
Yeah.
T.I. Kiss.
Ada, T.I.
Job sat me down and played the first Mailbag music for me, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Job said, nah, come to the back real quick. I gotta play some shit for you. That Mailbag music.
Shout out to the
Lex
Justice
Luger
League.
beats was having niggas just going.
Number 2 is another person that I was late to the party of. But once I got to that party, I haven't left the party yet. Future. Future, when I first was watching, again, we go back to BET.
This is number 2?
Number 2.
Ooh.
Tony
I'm
Montana
intrigued.
and all this other shit, and I wasn't jacking it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't like it. I wasn't a fan of early Future. Then I started my cousin started dating a young man who was a party promoter, and he was like, "Yo, I know you love music. Yo, you really gotta fuck with Future, bro. You bugging." So I know you from New York and you love your bars and shit, but you gotta fuck with Future. I ain't gonna call no names. He's the reason why I gave Future a second chance.
Shout out to bro.
Then I'm in the whip. DS2 promo is happening. This is like 4 or 5 months out.
He about to go there, man. He about to go there.
And I hear, I'm doing hard, but a nigga still getting it. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Trap niggas. DS2 was on satellite radio for like 4 or 5 months before the album dropped. Then I heard Fuck Us Some Commas. And I'm like, wait. I'm like, nah, this is the same Future who was making Tony Montana and getting the Drake feature?
Racks and shit.
Fuck this guy, but this shit is fire. Again, New York nigga. I'm shooting myself some bail. Then I heard the album. Because I remember what my cousin's baby father was saying, like, yo, like, get this nigga a chance. Dirty Sprite 2 is one of the most important albums of that region's history because he birthed so many children from Dirty. Yes, there's so many other mixtapes and whatever else he did, but DS2, what was it called in Marvel? The canon event.
Yeah.
DS2 is a canon event for Southern rap. That is a classic album. It's not just about lyrics. But song for song for song for song. The shit was so fire that the hottest nigga on the planet said, yo, we gotta collab and make an album together. The very next year.
Everything worked on that album, bro. Everything worked.
Come on, bro.
Production, the pockets, the sonics.
Come on, bro.
Just the energy. Everything worked.
Again, do yourself a favor when you get a second. Go to the RIAA website and look at the amount of platinum singles that came from Dirty Sprite 2. Oh my God.
I know I'm on that site every day.
Then Evil dropped. At this point, Mase wasn't in the whip. But when Evil dropped, that's all I was playing. I want to fuck the DA lady in her mouth, though. Future.
Don't even get into the tapes, Joe.
Come on, bro.
Tapes.
That's what I'm saying. That's what made DS2 so classic is that he had those 3 classic mixtapes leading up to it.
Didn't he drop a tape in between DS2 and Evil? That was one of the first IG viral mixes where niggas were putting the purple umbrellas everywhere?
Yes.
Was that the one that had
it was Monster. What's the one between Monster and 56 Nights?
Beast Mode?
Beast Mode.
Word, Beast Mode. Word.
I had to take a drink for that, man.
Word. This guy. Beast Mode was. Woo.
This guy.
Yo,
sheesh. Word.
Hater, bro.
Fire, right?
Get rid of this.
We can't live.
Get rid of this guy.
You gonna pull out a card, bro?
But then you know what? When it's all said and done, we got to get to number one because we got to get to the rest of the show.
Right.
When it's all said and done, one decision changed the face of rap history. As much as y'all might not disagree or whatever. Pusha T. Number one. VMAs. 2009, I believe it was. The Mauve Blazer.
Yeah.
Performing with Ye.
Ye and All Red.
Runway.
That validated him as a solo.
Italian Vogue stopped the nigga for a minute, right?
Come on, bro. Bro, once he signed with Ye, everything he said about niggas like Drake, like Wayne, immediately became validated to a lot of niggas.
Honestly.
What was that tape he dropped that had that record My God on it?
Yo, what was that
The
joint?
Exodus one, was it?
Exodus was another. That was this record.
Yeah. Exodus 20.
Come on. Everything he did as a solo from 2009 and beyond, and calling niggas out to the point that Drake finally had to respond damn near 8 years later. And and before the 8-year window was the Mr. Me Too's and the interviews with the double XLs and the sources where he was dropping little crumbs. He was calling people out. Fear of God, thank you, Walt in the cut. Fear of God, that mixtape stopped rap. Shout out Dat Piff, because I got Fear of God from Dat Piff. You know what I mean?
Remember that, Piff? Rest in peace.
Come on, bro.
The good
Come
old
on.
days.
Right?
Come on. At the end of the day, say what you want to say. He rhyme like he from New York. He don't really talk too much VA in his recent shit. But, fam.
Bar for bar.
Bar for bar. Bar for bar.
MC?
I dare you to find one nigga that could beat him. I'm still waiting.
Nice, like, and gave you the songs for the parties and the girls. And gave you the hard bars.
All
like,
right.
Covered both lanes.
So my 5, 21 Savage,
Right.
T.I., Rose, Fuge, Pusha T.
Sin, what's your 5?
Shit. Go to somebody else.
I got from 5.
There you go. All right, I got
Oh,
it.
what you got?
5 T.I., 4 J Electronica, 3 Pusha T, 2 Rose, 1 J Cole.
What you got, Dean?
5 Travis Scott. 4 T.I. 3 Rick Ross. 2 Pusha T. And number 1 Fuge.
Shit, my 5 was Push. My 4 was Ross. 3 Future. 2 Cole. And number 1 Wayne. Rap Roundtable hates the South?
Yeah, apparently.
We kind of
Apparently.
bloviated for a while. Listen,
Nah.
I don't know how long we've been recording,
That's
but the
close
time
to
in
an
real
hour.
life is pretty late right now.
We might have gone
Over an
past
hour.
the-
Lot of good music out there.
past the Nas conversation.
Fuck that. Y'all using Southern niggas for clicks, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, basically.
Now you know what?
Y'all
Because,
lying.
because we're the New York Bias podcast. Let's take a trip to the East Coast.
Shit.
Actually, real quick, just a shout out to everybody that commented on our last top 5. It seems AZ Life's a Bitch was the 5th show stealing verse
Facts.
to round out
Yep.
the top 5 show stealers.
Oh, does
You know
that
what I
mean we all have to pick a one artist and then the crowd pick the 5th?
We running kind of long.
Yeah, we are running kinda long.
We gave them the window for the social. the
I
social
could I could tell everybody's anyway. Push it to Eco,
Come on, yeah.
Roth and Wayne.
Our audience,
Right?
like, you know what I mean? Here you
dig?
go.
Right. So you pick Push, Cole,
Out of my
Fuge,
5,
and Wayne.
And Wayne, man.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the
our
list,
top.
Y'all
that's-
pick
there you
y'all
go.
fifth.
That's our top.
There
Pick
you
our
go.
fifth.
You
y'all.
pick our
let
fifth.
us know. Yeah.
No OJ the Juice Man.
Nah.
I don't want to hear nothing about Project Pat.
Somebody gonna have
Nobody
the baby in
picked
there.
Gucci Mane. That's gonna make us look crazy.
Guwap was on my
Nobody
list,
picked
but
Jeezy.
Fine.
Jeezy beat him. You know what I'm saying? And I
Nobody,
didn't have Jeezy
nobody
on the
picked
list.
Jeezy.
Do we want to?
Yeah.
Do you want to throw out honorable mentions that you had on your list?
Oh,
Shout out
they
to
go.
Walt.
Well, Jeezy.
I had Jeezy. I had
Oh,
Jeezy
wow.
on my honorables. I had Thugger on my honorables. I
Oh,
had
yeah, I don't want to hear my.
Ti
had
on
Gunna.
my honorables.
But
I
here's
had
the thing,
21.
These are our. This is not the definitive 5. These are our
Top
personal
5,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right. It's plenty. The South. And I wanted to drop this bar when I was talking, but the South has the best collection of it. If we talking about from 05, the South has the best collection.
Yeah.
If you want to be honest, of any region. So you know what I mean? It was a difficult list. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it
to you.
was a lot of work, a lot of thought.
I got Jeezy in my situation. I got Bun B in my
There you
situation.
go.
You had Bun B in
I
yet?
got Money
Listen.
Back Yo. I got Kodak. I had
Oh,
Quavo. I had
listen.
mad niggas that I could have chose from.
I didn't know who to pick from the Migos. That's why I didn't even go there.
Listen,
can't-
I stay throwing out flowers.
Couldn't
I'm
pick
gonna
them
throw
as a
out more
unit, right?
flowers.
It was like
Shout-
set or
shouts to
take off. I
Fonte.
didn't know.
Shouts to
Fonte.
Fonte from Little Brother. Shouts to
Sin,
Rhapsody.
When
She
this
about to
list
drop a new
happened
album.
last night, when we just thought about doing this shit, I swore you were gonna put Fonte on the
I
list.
can't believe you didn't pick Fonte.
Yeah.
He was there.
Promise, I thought Fonte was gonna be on
He
his
was
list.
he was there. He was there. I had to make a couple changes.
I ain't gonna lie, I did, bro. I
I mean?
did. That was my number
well,
one
I just
bet.
shows you how deep the roster of the South was for that period.
They got a hell of a,
They had a
they
run,
got a
man.
hell of a
Well,
roster.
we gotta move.
Yeah, right.
Swiss B says that Jadakiss did not capitalize enough after the verses, the greatest verses of all time. He didn't put out enough albums. He didn't capitalize monetarily or artistically.
So what you're telling me is Swiss watches the Rap Roundtable.
Yes,
You
yes.
said that.
Yes. So
Swiss-
sincere.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
However
man.
many
Swiss.
moves later, you hear Swiss Beats say that about Jadakiss. What do you got to say about Swiss's thoughts?
I agree. I like calling Jadakiss to action. You know what I mean? Drop some new music, drop a new project, little EP, a mixtape, something. You know what I mean? It's a ways away from that Versus stage. It's been 2+ years now, so maybe it's not gonna hit the same way it would have hit like a year ago or 2 years ago or whatever. But we could definitely use some new Jadakiss in our Apple Music or in our Spotify. You know what I mean? So I like what Swizz is saying. You know what I mean? I like the message. I don't know about the person giving the message because I'm thinking like he might be thinking, oh, if I call Jadakiss out, then you know what I mean, we could collab on a new project. Look, I'm all for a new Jadakiss project, new Jadakiss music, but Swiss, just stay away from it.
Oh shit!
I'm sorry.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Facts.
Shouts to you. All due
You
respect
want
to
the Swizzy drums with the kiss balls.
look. God damn it! Shouts to all the the classic records you had 20, 25, 30 years ago.
Man.
But if recent music, if the recent music you've put out is any indication, I'm good on a Swiss Beat and Jadakiss project. Call up Alchemist, call up Hit Boy, call out Metro Boomin, maybe call up Conductor. I mean, there's a lot of
See what
producers you can
Timbaland
call
doing.
up. Call up Timbaland. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really enjoyed a good Timbaland beat a record in recent years either. But there's a lot of people you could call up. So yeah, no, I dig the message. The messenger, if you have ulterior motives to, be part of that Jadakiss project coming out, I'm good on that. But Jadakiss, by all means, give us some new music.
Interesting.
Did Jadakiss capitalize on the situation the way we would have wanted him to? Probably not.
What about Swiss one?
Yeah. Oh, probably not. But, you know what I'm saying? If you keep up with Jada, that nigga is booked and looked. You get what I'm saying? It hasn't really slowed up. Like, he's been in full motion since this whole shit happened. Did we get the music, the albums and shit like that? No, but we got singles that he dropped. We got features that he dropped. He dropped a bunch of features, actually. You know what I'm saying? We've got a bunch of, he's doing podcasts. He's doing sneaker fucking in stores and shit. Like, Jadakiss is actually making moves. And it's dope to see an artist that came out, 93, 94? Still be
mixtapes was 95, maybe? 95, 96?
20 years, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
30 years, really.
Yeah.
No.
30, don't be like
30. Yeah, no.
Steve
it's not
Stout
20,
said
yeah.
18 years ago, it was written, came out. I was like,
don't wanna do
28,
that.
brother.
I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So
Don't be like that.
I respect it. I think he still does.
That shows
what he
you
does.
that when niggas in certain moments they can't remove themselves from it. For him to say 18 years,
That's
stuck
wild.
in
for him
that
to say
moment.
20 years, that just shows you that moment means that much.
It's
30.
I mean, Jada's a
You ain't no
pillar.
spring chicken, Denny.
I'm an old head. But Jada's a pillar of New York hip hop, man. So and I think for one of the older guards that still actually has the bars, like he'll be in that small category of niggas that's 50. And I'd be like, you know what? Bring on the raps. More raps.
No whack bars for Jada.
No whack bars. Like Jada gonna be 100 years old. He gonna have one tooth in his mouth and still be dog
No
nice.
whack
He's just
bars.
that nice.
He's so
been
nice,
that-
his son is nice.
nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's been that nice for that long. So I don't. But new Jada would be impeccable, incredible, just amazing. But since it's crazy to say I wouldn't want Swiss to be a part of it at all. You get what I'm saying? Because I hate when we're hearing that, we're hearing producer and rapper. So will you be making all the beats for the tape? I don't think that would be the case. I think maybe he just wants to be the nigga. Swiss is a dot connector, as you can see from the verses. So he might just might want to be the nigga that connects the dots to Jada dropping some shit like that. Maybe Alchemist is in those talks. Maybe fucking Metro Boomin's in those talks. Like, what room can Jada not walk in and we be like, nah, Jada, I ain't fucking with him. What room? Like, he's sanctioned and good everywhere he goes. So it's really just who wants to provide the production and does he want to rap to those beats? If Jada drops the tape right now, we'll all be like, yo, let's just tap in and hear it. And I think that's a power in and of itself. Jada can do that. I feel like anytime he wants, and he's one of the artists that can do that.
They see that.
It's interesting from y'all too, hearing that, y'all are dying for Jadakiss music. I think we all fans of Jada,
nigga
right?
said dying?
Y'all dying for Jadakiss music, it sound like. You know what I mean?
I didn't say dying.
Can't wait.
Why can't we be living for it?
Y'all living for Jada. Y'all living for Jada bars.
Bro.
I got you.
That's crazy, bro.
And I'm not gonna be honest, Jada. I hate to disrespect Jada. I hate to disrespect Jada because
I don't do it, man.
Don't do it, man.
like some of the realest.
Wait. Before you do it,
What happened?
make sure you Stephen A. it.
He's a great guy.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All
he
right.
takes care of his family. You know what I mean? He brought his father up to the Joe Budden podcast. Who does that?
All right.
You know what I mean? Family man.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But listen, I have to keep it real. Okay? I gotta keep it real, y'all. And I love Jada. You know what I'm saying? Some of the realest I don't even know. Some of the niggas that I know shoot for real love Jada. So I don't want to disrespect Jada. Job, that's a censor. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to my nigga Theo. Listen.
All right.
Listen. So Jada is, you know what I mean? Jada is one of those. But if I told y'all that Apple Music says Jadakiss has had 18 singles dropped as a feature verse since the Verzuz, have you heard any of them?
Yeah, I've heard a few.
What have you heard? Have you heard 6FT featuring Snipe Life?
No,
Have you heard Extra Blessed featuring Gianni?
I have not.
What about Gorilla and Lion Hyena?
Is Sean Price on that? Rest in peace. Because
animalistic.
So you didn't even know that's the Mase. That's the Mase record. I bet you listen. You didn't even remember the name of it.
Wow.
So that's my thing about Jada is like we all love Jada, but we are not running to Jada albums. You know what I'm saying? So Swiss could say that. Swiss could say I wish. A lot of people. I think Irv said that too. So it's the thing. I love Jada, but we not running to Jada's material.
It's a lack of promotion. We didn't even know them shits was out.
You know about that Fonte record that I didn't see get promoted nowhere. You put that in the chat. You know
The
what I'm saying?
algorithm said it to me. The algorithm ain't feeding me no Jadakiss.
I'm just saying, Jada is one of them artists.
performative Jadakiss fan. But you really a Fonte fan.
Simpy throwing a lot of shit in the chat. It's no Jada, bro. It's no Jada. So that's what I'm saying. Jada's one of them artists that we all love, but we not rushing to go cop his music. So Swiss is right. You know what I mean?
You hear Jadakiss and you stutter.
You
but you really love little brother.
Honestly, you know what I mean? And that's the thing about Jada. Nobody rushing to listen to this shit. I got tired counting the number of songs he has since the Verzuz because I ain't heard none, bro. And it's like I listen, man. I've watched the entire Verzuz multiple times.
Yeah.
The 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, it's a good night. Let me roll up the spliffy and fucking listen to the Verzuz. You know what I mean? Watch Joel's get his bandana thrown on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Good times.
Facts.
But when it comes to Jada, it's been the same thing from late 90s to now to Jada. We all love him. He got 100 bars, but we not rushing to buy the music. It's never been that. So it's like I get Swiss is right.
Never been
no
that?
platinum albums, sin.
Listen, at the end of the day, did Kiss Again Goodbye go platinum?
Hold on.
What's that?
Hold on.
I know it. Wait, it's ship platinum.
At least
Ship
gold.
platinum. It sold 800,000. You know I know the numbers. You know what I'm saying? You know I know the numbers.
Can't sell me bullshit. We know the prices.
Jada got a couple shipped platinum albums. You too, Joey.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Kiss the Game Goodbye and Kiss of Death both got heavy run. And I might be in the short minority that I think I might like Kiss of Death more than Kiss the Game Goodbye.
Yeah, same.
The Kiss of Death was hot because of By My Side, which was a single.
Fire.
That Nate Dogg song, which was a single.
Why?
Everything that was on the album, including that Eminem trash where he had a chorus about being on D Block, was garbage. Like that's what Jada does. You know what I'm saying? His mixtapes have always been better. You know what I'm saying? His albums have never been something that we all feel like we need to go listen to.
Maybe this is where I'll chime in. Maybe that was Swiss's point, or not his point, but I think that might be where that message from Swiss is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he thinks it's time for, you know what I mean, Jadakiss to put that stamp and that flag in the game. Like, yo, like maybe he still has a classic in him. You know what I mean?
And that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have said Jada should have rushed the album, but then when I looked through the singles and I seen TSC and Jadakiss falling, and I never heard of this shit, I was like, maybe I don't give a fuck as much as I think.
I'm trying to think. When Swizz was in the pool listening to Kiss. But now that I'm thinking about it, it was like Kiss from like 25 years ago, wasn't it? It was like Money, Power, Respect versus something.
Again, I think Kiss might be that career where, like I said earlier, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
Because I don't want to, like, before you jump in, I got you, John. I just don't want it to be like where we're listening to like Nas is like from Primo and say, yo, we need a new Primo album. You know what I'm saying?
How did we get here?
I don't want it to go.
Why did you even say that? What the?
I'm just saying I don't want it to go.
No Nas slander,
Deanie said it.
Like, don't get me wrong. The shit he did with
the same way y'all cook me.
The shit he did with Rome and West Side, fire. If he could pull off a tape full of those.
Do you remember the name?
Runaway. Oh, Runaway. There we go. Come on, see?
I don't think you know it.
Runaway. It might have been Runaway.
I said it first, dog. Yeah. Come on.
Well, here's the wrong name. Here's what I
said. My name wrong. I wouldn't think you know me.
It's Runway.
Word.
It's not Runway.
What if we start calling you Dino?
Yo, I hate y'all niggas.
Niggas was fake fucking with us. They didn't even know Dino's name.
Damn.
Yo, but anyway, I think Jadakiss might be like the Carmelo Anthony of this shit. Hear me out. Melo, when you hear niggas in the league talk about Melo,
great
you think they talking about Kobe.
Yeah, great thing.
Respected of, like, I'm talking about like top of the top. when you go and you look at Melo's resume, no finals appearance. One conference finals appearance.
One.
Got a scoring title.
I don't think he was ever first team All NBA.
Never.
I don't think so either. Got a scoring title, I think, though, right?
Barely.
One.
When KD decided not to play the last game of
Right.
the season.
Barely. You look at that resume. Where's his most legendary fight? His most legendary playoff series was against Kobe. And it
09?
and it didn't go 7, and they lost by 30 in Game 6. You know what I'm saying? when you look at the Mamba face in Game 3, when you look at the fucking resume, it's like, where is the classic album? You have classic verses, classic rap beefs, classic diss records, classic mixtapes, but the classic album, the album that stops everything. Jadakiss does not have that album. But I say that to say this. I disagree with Swiss Beats. I think Jadakiss has done everything post versus the right way. If we think, one thing I know about Kiss lives on Earth. He's not one of these things who lives within his own fame. If we think that the albums don't hit how the mixtapes hit and whatever the fuck, you don't think he don't think that?
Facts.
He know. SP make better albums. SP is the artist, the best artist on D Block / Locks. The best rapper is Jadakiss.
Yeah.
Jadakiss went, like you said, he's booked and he's looked. He gets those show bags. No funny shit for my Brooklyn viewers. The nigga did a show at Tropical Reflections, my nigga, on Utica Avenue this past summer, 2023. What the fuck is Jadakiss doing in Tropical Reflections? Shout out to Nino. You know what I'm saying? The man, you said 18 features?
18.
That means he got paid 18 different times.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Jadakiss understood what his name recognition meant to the space, and he cashed out on his name. So when I look at fucking Swiss Beats, I see a person that's still looking at the game from an archaic perspective. Put out an album, you hot right now. Why? I can get a show here, I can get a show there, I can get a show there. Some Joe Schmo wants a verse here. Remember, Kiss was one of them niggas during the pandemic that was selling verses.
Yep.
Everything.
Him in the game.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. That verses hit, that price.
Yeah.
Them niggas was taking up their PPP loans and they was paying Kiss.
Cut the checks.
Nigga Kiss started a coffee line with his father.
Real talk.
Cashed out. Why the fuck am I dropping an album when I can make money off of my name? Swiss Beats is bugging. Maybe 20 years ago, if you was hot and you was on fire and you had a strong comeback, you drop an album. But in this day and age,
there's too many other avenues.
Come on. And thing is, we are podcasters. We get accused of engagement farming. But what we've learned about the internet and rap and everything else, fuck the rap, just everything, the name carries the most value. We've learned that there's certain artists, if you talk about them, not and beyond Nas, because we got accused of using Nas for clicks. But that's the point. Wow. Nas fan base, rabid. They will support what Nas does. Kiss fan base, rabid. They will support what Nas does. Kiss does. You distracted me, Mase.
My fault.
We learned that Drake fan base will pop out. Pusha T fan base will pop out. It's all in the name. Right. Do I need to drop an album to capitalize off my name? Not necessarily.
You think what Nas has been doing with Hit Boy, like in this unprecedented run, is kind of was got niggas feeling like, yo, like old niggas need to come back and
Griselda. No disrespect to Nas, but Griselda reinvigorated. Fuck. Like. Let me not say fuck. I don't want to be disrespectful. What I mean is, because I talk very egregiously sometimes.
New York.
What I mean is, I speak New York fluently.
Forgive our New York.
Right.
Pardon
what
us.
I mean is that before the King's disease happened, Griselda was inspiring mad niggas to start rapping. Nas and Hit Boy showed niggas that it's actually attainable to get critical acclaim in a bag. But just inspiring niggas to pick the pen up again, Griselda did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fair is fair.
that.
Mad old niggas came back outside after Griselda got hot, bro. What with that Dr. Bird shit dropping all of that? Come on, bro. We was there.
That's a fact.
I hate to speak it might have been again. Didn't Papoose drop 12 albums, one for every month and shit?
Come on, bro.
Papoose.
So all I'm saying is, The name recognition carries more weight than dropping any 10-track, 15-track album. Kiss cashing out. Every time Kiss do something, he makes a bag.
He get paid for it.
He getting paid for it while I'm dropping some streaming shit for niggas to say my shit don't hit. Niggas, I remember in real time when him and Fabulous got together. Niggas said Fab got him on that album.
Versus Jason.
When these same niggas that said Fab got him on the album tell you Fab not even that good. So it's like, why am I dropping a fucking album if I'm Jadakiss?
Right.
When I could do this shit. You know what I mean?
He's
Fuck
still
that.
performing at a high
That's a
level.
good
Me and Sid went to a show.
Over the summer, y'all tapped in. Real quick, Benzino basically dropped a little compilation video of Eminem using the N-word. I just want to know, like, I'm not even gonna get into that because it's old news. On a scale of 1 to 10, just how tired are we of this Eminem and Benzino feud? Deanie,
10.
Sid,
10.
Mace,
37.
45, nigga. I want to put this on wax.
Over it.
I want to put this on wax. Deanie, you led with it. At this point, after all of the Benzino antics, we do not give a fuck about what Benzino has to say about Eminem.
Bro,
you cried on Drink Champs after you got drunk.
Bro.
Carry on, Sin.
You're the reason they call Sin a dirty, rotten racist, Benzino.
Yes.
Listen, I was behind you with whatever you said on that record.
Carry on. Keep it going.
Not even the preemptive pause.
Keep it going.
Shit.
Not even the post
But
pause.
I you know what I mean? I supported what you said on the record.
I ain't even
whether
get-
it was you
I
that
ain't
wrote
peeped
it
that, bro.
or
Like-
somebody else that wrote it. Like, I didn't care. I was like, yeah, you saying that shit that like a lot of us have been saying for
was talking.
years. And then you went on Drink Champs and fucking cried and said, can't we all just get along, basically? Like, bro, after that, we're not trying to hear shit else. We're not trying to hear no other opinions that you have on that man. I don't even care, bro.
over.
Just shut the fuck up. Early get off my lawn, Benzino, because like
Cook 'em, Sin.
it's a wrap for you,
At this
man.
point-
Like stop insulting the man. Like, we're not even gonna listen to you,
Oh,
bro.
shit.
Like
Cooks in.
you seem obsessed at this point. Like, there's nothing else going on in your life other than to talk about this man. We've had several segments, several episodes, several YouTube lives or whatever where we talk about like Dame Dash and how much he talks about Jay-Z. We got to keep that same energy for Benzino. It's not at the same level because we never had that same love for Benzino, but it's still the same
I
thing.
see booty.
You
I see
gotta
booty.
find something else to talk about, my guy. You gotta find something else. Move on.
It went from a real beef and a rekindle beef that nobody asked for. Nobody asked for it. You know what I'm saying? So all this shit
Nobody.
is lit. To now it's obvious that Benzino, he's engagement farming. All of this is just to get clicks, trend, and eventually lead to a bag. And we don't give a fuck. I can't say nothing more than what Sin said. This is terrible. I don't. Shit, bro. Now you've somehow. Remember when this first started? We said we don't care about Benzino. He somehow worked his way all the way back around to us not caring about Benzino the rapper.
That was a quick spike, bro.
Yo.
Like,
Couple
quick
of
spike.
weeks.
The election is coming up. I say the rap roundtable runs on the slogan, more coy, less Zeno.
More coy, less Zeno.
I like it.
Deanie, I know I ain't gonna ask you to say too much more. You done said it. We just gonna move on and get into this Meek vibe. I go to you with this Meek vibe because I feel like of the four of us, you are the person who might have the nicest thing to say about Meek Mill. The On the Radar freestyle dropped. The EP dropped after the Did pause allegations. But you saw the On the Radar. What's going on with Meek Mill, bro?
We are witnessing a crazy decline before our eyes. There was a time where Meek was the one. You get what I'm saying? Like, maybe the most lyrical, no. But as far as to get the crowd hype, to get the participation, the energy, the vibe, like we're in the aspect of hip hop today. We don't got to be the nicest nigga in the room to still get on. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You don't got to be the nicest nigga in the room to still like make change in the game. And I just feel like with all of that, like it's all right there for you. I feel like if the tape with Ross didn't reignite that fire, it might be over. You get what I'm saying? The shit with 5E's cool, but there was And I want to stress this. We're not saying like Meek is one of the greatest MCs on the planet, but there was a time where Meek spoke, we listened, bro.
Right.
There was a time when Meek spoke, the people listened. Greatest intro of hip hop, if you want to give him that, but it's been dry really after Champions. It's really been dry. Like everything has been cool. Like Dreams and Nightmares was fire. Like there was aspects of
Fire is an understatement.
we're not there anymore. And what has changed in all that time? Do we need this? Does he need his muse back? Do we have to make some phone calls? Everybody. Do we have to? We have to get his muse back.
That's a Nicki record.
No, that's,
You wanna cook
that's,
in?
that's his muse.
Yeah,
That's his muse.
Danny.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cookson.
Listen, man. Meek went from a generational intro, generational record. Like,
Yeah.
Dreams and Nightmares transcends intro talk. Like Off Wax.
One of the
before-
greatest rap songs. Of
Yeah,
ever.
off Wax. Before the episode even started, me and Mase was talking about intro songs. Real quick, that might be a top 5 that we put out
Easily.
in the future.
Top 5.
Hell
intros.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's fire.
And not 5.
Right, but Dreams and Nightmares, like, it transcended the category of intro songs. That's just like you. When have you heard another intro song thrown on at the club,
Change.
at the function, at the party, and everybody raps it word for word?
Shorties
Like,
rap harder than dudes.
bro. Like,
Crazy.
yo, you know it word for word, and they and they embody like the calm energy of like when it begins to the chaotic energy of what it turns into. Like
Baddies too.
bro. It's so
The baddies love
it's
Dreams
so
Baddies love
pervasive
Dreams and
amongst like the
That's-
entire generation, bro.
The way the energy comes out, the way the chicks just go, you fuck around, you fuck
Yo,
around, you fuck around, get smoked.
Every
the energy
time,
is
and
different.
you had them in the palm of your hands. Pause if applicable, but you had them in the palm. You had
good.
everybody in the palm of your hands.
That's bad.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, them was shaky, but I was willing to let it live.
And then you drop championships. You had What's Free, where you got the coveted whole feature.
Great song.
Yeah.
How did you fumble that? How did you fumble that, bro? This drop off needs to be studied. You went from a generational song to a generational drop off, bro.
You took my ball.
Holy fuck. Like, you dropped Expensive Pain, that was a dud. The joint with Ross, that didn't really live up to the hype. Then you decided to drop an EP called Heathenism amongst all of these allegations with the day. Like, bro.
Pause.
Till day.
And
right
that shit
above
was
that
trash.
Give Wall his props. Give Wall his props, bro.
Today.
The day.
Freak Mill.
Today.
Yo, Freak Mill, bro.
Freak Mill.
I forgot about Freak
Oh,
Mill.
man.
Shouts to Walter in the cut. He dropped Freak Mill before the
Facts.
episode started. But yeah, man, like, and then you go on the radar. Now look, no disrespect to On the Radar. Because there's been people on there that we
Yeah.
like,
We fuck with,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
I don't like the fact that anybody can go.
But On the
I
Radar
like that
literally
fact.
Okay.
lates.
I like that.
No, Mace,
I like
cut
that.
his mic. Cut his mic.
It makes it
I like
you know what
that.
I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Turn the
I
camera.
like that.
Cut him out of the
You ain't like
frame, bro.
them? Y'all like them Caribou bars? No.
Nah.
Did you see the nigga who bars was like some robot sound
Well, he
effects in the
just-
background, the white dude?
He didn't even say anything.
Right.
No,
But his
He-
mouth was moving.
It worked out because I went to go look at his other songs. I listened to like 3 other songs. Like,
That's
who
why he
the
ain't
fuck
say
is this
shit.
motherfucker?
Trash.
It worked.
Okay.
on the
Shout out to
radar.
Mexican OT. Tap
Yo.
into Mexican OT. I think it's fine. Anyway, carry on.
Look,
Facts.
look. Shouts to all the real freestyle platforms. Shouts to Flex. Shouts to the guy from the West Coast. I'm blanking on his name now with the hat.
Sway.
Sway in the morning.
Guy with the hat.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
That's fucked up.
Get
'Cause
that
I
come
seen-
away from him.
Yo, because I've seen Sway around my way a couple times, bro. Like,
Then they have the answer.
The
just
guy
now.
with the hat.
Oh shit.
yo, it was a
Wait, we
quick blank.
apologize. You a legend,
It was
bro.
it was a quick blank. It was
You
a
got
quick blank.
Tupac's last
That was-
interview,
that
so I
was
can't
no
believe he did
disrespect.
this, man.
From the West Coast.
No disrespect. It was just a quick blank.
guy with the hat.
This is my third.
Sway and Tech. What the
Now
fuck?
the
My
Migos
third,
is
it's my
Migoing.
third Migos
Now the
cup,
Migos is
bro.
Migoing. I dig it.
This is my third Migos cup, bro.
Nah,
man.
that's crazy.
Please forgive me.
The nigga with the hat.
Ah, where Kendrick at, bro?
One day they gonna pull one of us that.
Yo, the guy with the
crazy.
hat. I'm weak. That's a t-shirt.
I'm
though.
throwing
That dude
sauce
is
on it.
just
The
like a
nigga with the
movie.
hat. I like that
Nigga with the
better.
hat.
That nigga. Who's that nigga with the hat? That's Sensei. Who's
shouts
that
to
nigga with the
Sway.
hat?
Shouts to Sway, an absolute legend. An absolute legend. Shouts to LA Leakers too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have a real platform.
They don't exist anymore, but shout out.
Yeah, I mean, but now it's the one guy. I'm not
Just
yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, him. Thank
Oh,
you.
man.
Before you got me in trouble for getting his name too.
Yeah. Maybe put that cup down, huh?
Anyway, all that to say this, there
Sid
are
opened up the
real-
bottle first today, y'all.
That's a fact. That's me every episode,
The
bro.
nigga makes me want to take his jacket off. He's going to tap the bottle, bro.
Yo, he was trying to go to the bathroom and take a piss. He had to take a piss, bro. You have to take a piss.
Tap the
I was like,
fucking bottle,
no. Tap the bottle before
your
you
trend.
before you
Get
get
over
out
here,
of man.
motherfucker. You was late already.
Facts. Anyway, to recap, shouts to LA Leaker, shouts to Sway, shouts to Funk Master Flex, shouts to all the platforms, the real freestyle, the real
Facts.
rhymes,
Facts.
spitters platforms.
Shouts to the rap round table.
Facts. We're gonna be one of them too. Off the radar is not. Is it off or on the radar? On the radar. Sorry, on the radar is not one of those platforms. Y'all off the radar. Honestly,
Sydney the 20-second time out. Yeah.
on the radar is not one of those platforms. They just be letting anybody on, and so like,
Man.
back to the Meek thing.
The long gonna be epic.
That long gonna be crazy.
The fact that Meek felt the need to go onto On the Radar. What does that say about your career, bro? Like, that platform is clearly for up and coming artists, up and coming rappers that's trying to make a name for themselves. You're Meek Mill. You had I'm a Boss. You had Dreams and Nightmares. You had fucking House Party.
Yeah.
You had the Dream Chasers series.
Liddy again.
What are you doing on the radar, bro? For what?
Connecting, bro.
Fuck out of here.
Oh, man.
Mase.
Jeez, he's cooked.
Jov.
Meek is cooked.
Jov. I'm not gonna lie. Jov mentioned this before because we wanted to get at Meek. I'm sorry, Meek. Yeah, we talked about you. So I and when I didn't see this on like the display when the topics, I decided to throw this in my segment. So Jov, this is a little bit of my segment. You know what I mean? This might run long, but that means my segment will run short. So it'll work out. It'll work out on the back end. Cause Meek Mill, the fall off needed to be, you know what I mean? It needed to be dissected. Pause. Listen, it's like Sin mentioned, like Dean mentioned. He did the on the radar freestyle. It was described, the dancing he was doing before he rapped was described as zesty by the large viewing public. Listen,
That's not fair. They only said that because of the Diddy allegation.
Exactly, and that's right. Check that out. Allegations right next on the list. He's right, and that goes right.
One doesn't exist without the other.
covered.
That's why he's the point guard. It lent to those Diddy hashtag allegations.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Where they were calling him Freak Mill. You know what I mean? So listen.
Walt in the
Shouts to Walt.
Shouts to Walt.
Thank you, Walt.
The white guy did it. Listen.
This time we don't have to apologize.
We don't have to apologize. I'm not bringing a brother down. Listen.
You're not running a gossip platform?
You know, I'm not doing it. It's not me. It's not me. It's Walt. Listen, for a lot of people, Meek is far from legendary, right? I understand that, but you got to understand the age factor, because for a lot of people, he is. For a lot of people, he was the premier East Coast rapper at a time where rap was more Southern than ever. You feel me? Like, so for a lot of people, Meek Mill means what DMX means to a lot of niggas, what 50 Cent means to a lot of niggas. That's what Meek Mill means to like a Gen Zer. You know what I'm saying?
Shouts to Adri.
You know what I mean? Shouts to Adri. Shouts to Freddie Gibbs. Now Meek Mill, he initially got back in the news because academics brought him up, right? This whole Did Day case where the person said that they slept with a Philadelphia rapper. Academics brought it up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So Meek Mill went on a rant. He's talking about he gonna piss on Axe steps. He's gonna shoot a music video on his porch. You know what I mean? All type of Meek Millish type shit. We don't believe you.
Twitter fingering.
You need more people, buddy.
You said what?
You know what I mean?
Twitter fingering.
Oh,
Nope. Watch it.
I heard,
Watch it.
I heard something else.
Watch
I
it.
really want to know what you heard, bro. I don't.
We need.
Nah,
again.
move on.
Yeah, man.
Deanie, get paused on your segment, bro. Listen, now, Act, he decided as a retaliation to interview Poundside Pop, pause,
hey,
Yo, I can never understand.
pause,
Proceed.
and Quilly Mills. If y'all
Didn't
remember
we
him,
laugh at that name many episodes ago?
Plenty.
every time we've mentioned it, we've laughed at it.
Yeah, just salute to you, dog.
So now he's gonna interview Quilly as well. I don't if y'all deep into rap, y'all know Quilly's a Philadelphia rapper. He's nice, but he also he be acting a little bugged out sometimes. So Ack is deciding to interview all the Philadelphia rappers because he got beef with Meek. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, Meek been looking like a bozo for a long ass time, man. You know what I mean? Doing bunny hops for white men, you know what I mean? That were off camera. It looked like a casting couch, if you want to be real. Like, it creeped me out, Deanie. You know what I mean? But as a semi-Meek fan, it's pretty sad.
Tonight.
It's pretty sad, bro. It's pretty sad that Meek is reduced to this. Bro should be doing verses and tracks with Griselda, not back and forth with Mr. Spellcheck, Fabio Foreign. What the hell is he doing? You know what I mean? So listen. Bro should be having guest verses that shake the game
Yo, we
up.
gotta meet these people one day.
Mr.
Exactly.
Spellcheck.
Exactly.
We really gonna be the next Joe Biden moment, ain't we?
He met 6ix9ine and
fine,
6ix9ine is chilling. But
When
but
that
listen,
happens, we'll scrub all of this off the
Oh,
you feel me? Listen, 6ix9ine walking out around fine. Safari the only nigga that ever had to worry about Meek Mill. But you know what I mean? Listen, he should
he hopped out on Safari though.
He did.
That's
He
it.
took off flying.
That's it, right?
is what
You know
it
what I
is.
mean? That's it. You know what I mean? I had a fight or two too, y'all. Listen.
Fighter 2.
Listen, I'm a fan at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I think Dreams and Nightmares is one of the 25 greatest songs ever.
With fans like you,
Who needs enemies?
Who needs haters? You know what I'm saying? Listen, at the end of the day, I'm a fan. I think Dreams and Nightmares is one of the 25 top rap songs of all time. Period. You know what I mean? But to ignore
It's not.
the clownery,
It's not.
25
the
is crazy.
clownery.
bro.
Listen, y'all gotta remember, I ain't heard them Juice Crew shits. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean?
What is this
Shouts to
episode
Meek
becoming?
Mill. You know what I mean? I'm a fan, but the bozo shit is out of control, and from now on, I ain't fucking with him, Dean. I ain't doing it. You know what I mean? Jaws, man, cook, bro.
Yo, the first thing I want to say is I'm mad Sin took my boss, because in real time when I saw the freestyle, I was thinking to myself, Meek Mill's fall off needs to be studied because this is outrageous. You know what? Many moons ago, because again, we're an engagement farming podcast. Like niggas don't really know that. Niggas don't really be talking about some shit on this pod. In year one, I believe, of the rap roundtable, in Lang's era, we talked about how niggas in rap eventually lose their ability to find a pocket. They lose their ability to maintain their flow. Something happens with their voice. You just lose it. Fat Joe certified what we said when he was on I forgot what platform he was on, but he talked about niggas just lose it. And I'm watching Meek lose it. And I'm like, I've never seen a fall off this quick. And he's still relatively young. I don't even think Meek touched 40 yet.
No way.
I don't know what Meek's life is about. I don't know if he's taking any drugs. I don't know if he can't take drugs with the whole parole. If is he still on parole? I don't know. What I'm saying is I don't know what his life is about. Long story short. But it's like the fall off that we're seeing in real time. Look, listen to the Shaq and Kobe album. That shit right there, bro. He's not in pocket. He's slurring his words. His voice don't even hit how it used to hit. And his voice is either perfect or wild annoying. Right. At one point when I used to listen to Meek, I used to listen to if you could fuse Beanie Siegel and Freeway together and get one artist, it was Meek. Because Meek was telling you that street shit, that gritty gutter shit. Right. With that tone of a Freeway and that flow of a Freeway. Yeah. I'm like, this guy was amazing. And it was like Mase said, I've seen the tweets. For people, if you like 28 and younger, I've seen people say Meek Mill is my Jay-Z. They love, young niggas love Meek. Be clear, y'all old niggas like us and the people watching, we might like Meek or we don't like Meek. But the younger niggas love Meek, because Meek Meek, when Sin always mentioned hood tales and street shit, don't be like me, shit like that. Meek Mill was telling them fucking stories.
Yeah.
And he was delivering that pain in lyricism.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Dreams and Nightmares, yes, it was an intro. But Dreams and Nightmares was basically a culmination of everything Meek had been through up until the point of that intro. That's what made it hit, because you felt the passion, you felt the hunger, and the lyrical ability, because he rapped his ass off on that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hove stood next to him, not because Hove felt sorry for the nigga, but because he was a talent, as well as maybe, you know what, he been in some fucked up shit. And I think, I'll say this right now, I think that Hove, what he did for Meek is probably a partially guilt for what he didn't do for Beans.
Good point.
Maybe if Hove ever write a memoir, it wouldn't surprise me if he writes
Good
that.
point.
Because he didn't, fair is fair, he was supposed to stand next to Beans, but he chose himself in that moment. And I think he had life is real funny that way. You get second chances to do shit. You don't realize until after the fact that you got a second chance to do the same shit over again.
Right.
And he stood next to me because I fucked up with Beans. You ever notice when you go on social media, Freeway guys Rockefeller chain on, Beans don't wear that shit. That shit cut deep, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a photo on IG right now of Freeway, Beans, and Bleak. Beans, he there, but he ain't there. You know what I mean? So it's like for Meek to get that look, get those features, have those lyrical performances, what the fuck happened? And how did it happen? How did you, like, from championships? I remember us, when we first started, when we did the fucking rap roundtable on my old pod, we was like, championships was a few tracks away from being a classic. We was talking that type of talk. How you fall off like that?
It's crazy.
How you get your free? Is it a matter of freedom? Maybe when you remove yourself from your strife, you lose that edge that makes you great.
I don't know. You mentioned drugs. He might be on some puff pass, but it's not drugs.
Maybe you're already rich.
Sheesh.
It might be worse than drugs.
I don't even want to put him out there
That
like
was
that.
egregious. He didn't have to do that, bro.
Nah, I'm thinking more like I mean, when you start off in this hip hop shit, you know, you may have some lawfully goals and shit, but you don't know as far as how far.
I'm gonna tell you
go.
exactly what it is from my vantage point, Didi.
What's up?
He won.
Bingo. Not
He
hungry
won.
no more.
He won, and he don't listen to his old shit. If you
Bingo.
go back and you listen to the same, we keep talking about Dreams and Nightmares. If he listens to Dreams and Nightmares and then he listens to his new shit, he'd be like, what the fuck is this? Who is this guy? Usually, basically, we've been spoiled enough as rap fans that we see all of our favorites get better with time.
Right.
Meek is doing the opposite. You heard yourself next to Rose. Rose treated that album like this was a moment. And Meek was, you never rap like that, Meek.
Yeah.
Same as that bullshit freestyle on the radar. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is this?
Why are
nigga
you
rapping?
dancing like you 21 on the radar? Why you let Caribou do better than you on the radar, bro? Come
You
on,
got the
bro.
wrong people.
Nah,
in this
chill,
year.
bro.
I'm wildin'.
You wilding a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a smidge.
Same level.
Same level base, maybe. Yeah.
You know what? We had a Kanye segment, but we ran long with the top 5, so we won't spend too much time on the Ye shit. Quick question for y'all. Kanye says with Vultures 2, he's going fully independent. He's going to build a website, and he's going to ask people to go to that website and cop the album from there. Basically, his version of, I think I called it in the group chat, Ye Camp. He's basically doing Bandcamp. This is the prodigal son, Sensei the Raps now. What's
Listen,
going on here?
Again, it's another situation where I respect the message, not so much the messenger. We've talked here extensively about like the streaming era. You know what I mean? The numbers ain't numbering, math ain't mathing. So yeah, artists should figure out another better way to put their product out there, to sell their product and monetize, optimize how they monetize their product. But at this point, if I'm being honest with myself, I'm not going to that website and dropping $20 for Vultures 2. Like, I'm not that big of a fan. Maybe other people out there, sure.
What if
Like
it's
there's plenty of people that are still Ye fans out there. I'm not one of them. I think he been falling off, and I'm not a fan of his most current music, so I'm not gonna do it. But I kind of respect the move because the streaming shit ain't it. You know what I mean? It's just not.
Didi, talk to me, bro.
I respect it. If you want to know how people really fuck with you, give them the opportunity to pay you directly for your service. You know what I'm saying? If they don't pay you for that, then they really don't fuck with it. You know, I personally think Kanye will do fine under this little movie he's doing. I think a lot of people will rush the same way people spend $300 to buy a shirt with 1,000 holes in it. You know, you'll spend $20 to buy an album. You'll buy big dookie shoes. You buy a litany of the other bullshit the nigga be selling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeezy pods. You'll buy it. So why not? I thought the last album was pretty dope. You know, like would I spend $20 on a Kanye album? I probably want to like hear a little bit of it first before I would. But if I fuck with Kanye, I'll do that. Like I bought KD3. I fuck with Nas, so I did that.
Yeah.
You know, like if you fuck with it, you gonna pay the money, bro. Like at the end of the day, like I don't watch niggas spend so much money on so much other shit. Jordan's retail now are like $220. A fucking ounce of weed costs like $200, depending on where you go to $300. Like y'all niggas be wearing all types of expensive shit, Supreme, Monclers, and
McChickens are $5.
nigga,
bro.
a Big Mac is $7. Like it's a
McChickens are $5.
nah, I think they're more
$4
like
and
$4.
change. It's $4 and change.
Bro,
$4 and
$3.99
change.
plus taxing, and that's
Plus
$5.
tax.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like niggas spend
I
money
miss
on
you,
shit.
dollar menu.
I don't watch a bunch of you niggas go to the club and drop $400 on a $40 bottle of Henny. Y'all niggas got a dub to spend, bro. Y'all got it. So like, put the money up if you really want the product. That's it.
That part.
You buy everything else.
Mesito.
And that's the thing. They don't really want the product. I agree. You know, why not? You know what I mean? We're in business, right? So maybe one day we'll decide, hey, let's put out a few clips and see if people are willing to pay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not mad at the experimental nature of it. You know what I mean? Kanye's legacy is set. You know what I mean? Like, we know he's one of the biggest stars in the history of music and one of the best artists in the history of the world, according to him. But, you know what I mean? Like, listen, I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? Like, Kanye ain't gonna make no money off of this shit on streaming. Give it a try. You know what I'm saying? Listen, whichever one of us four downloads it or buys it, hopefully I'll hear it how it is from you. I'm not a big enough Kanye fan to do it. And I'll say that straight up. I'm not a big enough Kanye fan to do it. But I would hope that if there was a big enough rap roundtable fan to pay for, you know, content, that we could flex it. So I'm not mad at him for saying, hey, y'all casuals, y'all got y'all album with the first one. This one is for the people that's willing to go the extra mile. I ain't mad at
A little
it.
bundle. Put a t-shirt with it.
Real quick, Mace. If Wayne or Drake did it,
I might cop the $20 Drake. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might cop the $20.
Notice
that's
who you
interesting.
saying.
'Cause
OVO
Kanye-
team,
keep it
we
a
stay
beat.
up, we
Kanye-
wait.
He ain't
Kanye
say
is head
Wayne,
and
though.
shoulders above Wayne or
You didn't
Drake.
say Wayne. You
He
said
didn't
you
say
definitely
Wayne,
copied
though.
Drake.
I'm not 17 no more, y'all.
All right,
man.
so here's what I'll say.
I'm
Like,
that shit.
yeah. What I'll say
Like
about
the
this whole
toilet.
situation is, I see both arguments. Sincere really loves Kanye, so like he's kind of burned by what he's done. Pause. As far as like his actions and his behavior as an artist. So he's gonna. It's not even about not having it. He got the 20, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I done seen Sin buy multiple shots in the bar. He got the bread.
Got it.
You know what I mean? But it's the principle of the 20 is where he's at. When it comes to Kanye, though, I think he learned through this whole Yeezy experience, that being the YZY version of Yeezy, people buying the merch, things of that nature, that he has a locked-in fan base. Maybe I won't go platinum, but let's say these 300,000 people, they gonna buy my shit. You know what I mean? 300,000, y'all do the math. $20 a pop, whatever. Cut that. If it's his website, he might not have to pay no fees for the sale. It's probably all his bread. That's a decent chunk of change. So I see the vision. I see what Kanye's doing, but a part of me feels like he's almost in that Benzino realm where it's like the delusions of grandeur is getting lost in the reality of it all.
Right.
Like you've pushed away.
Don't put Benzino.
I know what I'm saying is
I
that
see booty.
Different energy.
I see booty.
what I'm saying is that Benzino in a lot of ways is not wrong, but his delusions of grandeur distorts the vision and it scares people away because of the way he carries himself, the way he handles himself in the media. Is like, bro, you say a lot of shit, but this nigga, you turn people off.
Right.
Fuck, if you right, you turn people off. Ye's in that same boat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think he's in that spot now where it's like, this is going to be the social experiment of how many people you have left. If Sincere is not trying to copy your shit from Ye Camp, we done stamped it. It's Ye Camp. Who's left? Walt, you gonna cop it? Walt's copping.
Walt's copping.
Walt copped the vinyl. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But look, let's be honest. I'm a fan from 2004. That's 20 years ago.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So
You're supposed to buy the album.
But no, because my ear close to him about
in theory
and
5
issues,
to 10 years
and
ago.
issues that he's done a lot of crazy shit, which probably turned you off.
Well,
too.
I mean, the outside of music stuff, I don't know. Honestly, if the music still was hitting the way that it used to,
that's what I'm saying.
I might still cop.
Kendrick
You know
drops
what I mean?
a joint, $20. You copping?
Yes.
Future drops a joint, $20. I'm copping.
Right.
So so it's there.
But it's about the music for me. Like for me, I haven't musically really fucked with Kanye in a number of years.
And this is why streaming still has power over these artists, because the power of choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Streaming takes away the ability for artists to properly fall off.
right.
Because back in our day, you know what I mean? If you're not fucking with you, you're not buying your shit.
If it's all about like paying the $20, there's only gonna be a few amount of artists that's gonna be able to get that album off for a dub.
You know who really fuck with you if they come out that pocket. If I'm paying Apple $10 a month. I don't give a fuck.
You don't even know, right? Like you on a playlist. That's a good point,
I
dog.
spun-
That's a good ass point.
I spun
bro.
Donda, a few times. You know what I mean? But like
The big first week is locked in with streaming, regardless. If
I
you're
mean,
a
I'm not
big, if you're
going
a
back
big
to it,
name,
like-
you're gonna get the curiosity stream.
Twisted Fantasy. I'm
course
not going
not.
back to it like late registration. So you know what I mean? And those were albums that I copped back in the day.
And
So
this
we
is-
got that plus the stream.
Mr.
The
Virgin
long's gonna be
Megastore.
fantabulous. You are smacked right
Miss
now,
Beach
bro.
Street.
Go.
The long's gonna be epic. I'm
Miss
ready.
Nobody Beats the Wiz.
And we
Good
gonna,
days.
Yeah.
They stay right there. We gonna move on to your segment. You know what I mean?
Smash.
You already
Smash.
gave us the first leg of your segment. Pause.
You know.
With the Meek Mill situation. What else you got for us?
We had to cook up Freak Millie, you know what I mean?
man.
But you know what I mean? We had to cook him up. He deserved it. But listen, y'all know just like I know, it ain't much going on this week. So y'all getting a little bit of everything, some industry, you know what I mean? All of this, all of that. But can I get chatty for a minute?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Chatty boys.
Thank you. So we already cooked, Meek, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Robert Williams, I think Rick Ross is William
William
Robert.
Roberts, yeah, it's hilarious.
Weird. But listen,
It's another Robert.
yeah. Oh man.
Bill Robert.
Robert. Listen, you know what I found very interesting this week on the Chatty Patty side? Gunna and Offset have a new song out together, guys. Proud of them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say it like a Southern nigga. Proud of them. It's more like they're trying to say, "Are you proud of them?" But it like in a proud of them type of way. You know what I mean? I found that interesting. I also found it interesting that Future posted the song. You know what I mean? So maybe, I don't know, y'all. Maybe Gunna is getting more sanction. Lil Baby be putting out trash by the minute. Maybe they said, fuck it, we riding with Gunna, man. And they went triple platinum last year. So shouts to Gunna, shouts to Set. You know what I mean? Shouts to Future. It's a deleted post now, but he left it up there for a few hours.
Word I heard.
He left it up there for a few hours. Now listen, it ain't.
My apologies, everyone. Be right back.
Do you think, Sin? I ain't the voice, I ain't the voice of just the industry. I ain't the voice of just the young people. I'm also the voice of these Diddy #, allegations. So this week, guys, in the Diddy allegations, you know what I mean? The woman who made the previous lawsuit was Diddy and Aaron Hall. I won't speak, you know what I mean? YouTube is very strict, so I won't speak on what they did. But we're just gonna say that she amended her lawsuit. But Dini, don't she amended it because she wanted to say that she was 16 when all of this happened. So listen, man, the Diddy # allegations continue. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And listen, we had the Gunna talk. I was gonna get y'all the Meek talk. We got the Diddy # allegations talk. But I feel regretful leaving everybody on a bad vibe. You feel what I'm saying?
Look.
Speaking of vibes, did you hear about the world boss? Y'all listen, I know this ain't the rap roundtable, you know what I mean? But the world boss got his case overturned, you know what I mean? We about to get some fire music, y'all.
It only took 10 years.
It only took,
Yeah.
listen, man, when
Shout out
the
to
evidence
Vibes
is so
Content.
pointed, it might take 10 years, okay? But shouts to Vibes, man. You know what I mean? Listen, we didn't want to just leave y'all with Diddy allegations, you know what I mean? But Vibe, the world boss, you know, the trial that he was on. You know, I feel like if you within the rap game, you should know about what's going on with Vibes. The case was overturned. the juror, there was a juror on the case that was trying to bribe the other jurors. The judge knew. He didn't say anything even after the case was over. So, the vibes, he got a good lawyer. He found that out. So, the case is overturned. We're going to find out what's going on. You know what I mean? But that I just had to end with that because I didn't want to end on a bad vibe. 16 years old, Diddy allegations are bad vibes, Dini. You know what I mean? So, listen. There wasn't much going on in the industry today, but I'm always down to be chatty. You hype about vibes getting out, Joe?
Absolutely.
That's a good look.
Listen to me. I had my first car. Matter of fact, this is not a reggae podcast, but we'll talk about it.
I feel like in the culture, y'all need to know. You know what I'm saying?
Around 2009, Movado was on top of the world.
Yeah, long.
He crossed over into the States. He even got a Jay-Z feature.
Yeah.
I'm on the rock. If you know, you know. Movado was that guy, but in the midst of that, there was a feud in Jamaica. The Vibes Cartel and Movado that people will compare it to Bounty Killer and Beanie Man. Again, for the West Indians here. Yeah, if you know, you know. But this feud came.
I ain't West Indian, and I know. Y'all need to cook. Y'all need to
love
learn.
I love Movado, but Vibe was eating him up. Though.
I might be getting my years wrong. It might have been 2010, in fact. It was 2010. So, started in 09, worked its way through 2010. Then there's this event in Jamaica called Sting. Dini would know. He's a Jamaican at the table. At Sting 2011.
Clash.
Sound clash. Basically, imagine you have Nas versus Jay-Z, but on stage at the same time battling each other, where there's actual real beef involved. Movado versus Sting, essentially rock versus Austin in reggae music, dancehall music. On stage, but everybody who knew the vibes knew that Movado should have never taken that. He's not a lyrical guy. He's a great song maker. Yeah. If it's a Verzuz in 2011, maybe he beats Cartel. But in that stage, Cartel is an apex lyricist. He had no shot. He being Movado. Absolutely. No. It was so bad that Movado was basically pulling the freeway against Cassidy, asking for the mic to be leveled up. He kept saying level, turn the mic on. It was nasty. But to Swiss Beast's point, to make it about rap, remember Swiss said that Jadakiss didn't take advantage of the verse situation. The World Boss, you could say, was essentially born in the aftermath of Sting. Because the songs, listen, if you love dancehall music, you already know what I'm about to say. If you don't know and you want to know, 2011 Vibes Cartel might be the greatest dancehall artist who ever lived.
Nothing from him.
Hit after hit after hit after hit. And if you from Brooklyn, when the 90s, and if you're from Brooklyn, you know, Mase know about the 90s. When the 90s album, 90s anthem drops, make me tell you about it. When you hear that shit, you already know. That stops every Brooklyn party, bro. Bruh.
Back when niggas was listening to clocks.
Why you brought this up, bro? Because this,
Joe, I had to, bro.
When I tell you Cartel,
my bros is Jamaican, my wife is Jamaican, like, you know.
So wife, you already know what I'm talking about.
Come on, bro.
Real bad man, I'm Magdalena shots,
bro. That anthem. Imagine you from Jamaica, but got one of the biggest Brooklyn anthems ever. And he rhyming about the trend, all the hoods in Brooklyn. He know about it. Brownsville, Flatbush, 9th. He's talking about it. Hit after hit after hit after hit. And then he went to jail at his peak.
Yeah.
He gave us popcorn. Popcorn carried the baton for a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was the first person who brought rave music and did it well at a high level into dancehall music. When I used to listen to Pop Smoke, I'm not gonna lie, he used to give me Cartel vibes. Nigga, Drake is a Cartel clone. If you know, you know.
That was one of the things I want to bring up. How much do you think Drake will be involved in this?
The Drake we have today is because of Vibes Cartel.
I'm talking about when Vibes come home. Like, what do you think?
He better.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You signed Popcorn to OVO?
Popcorn, yeah.
Why not, right?
So I'm just saying.
Seal the deal.
This is a big deal, Mase. I appreciate you bringing this
I had
up.
to, John.
Honestly, he's a Jamaican to me, in my opinion. If there's like a dancehall Mount Rushmore, he's up there.
He's definitely on there.
And with so much of, I know there might be people complaining about it, but I feel like rap is of dancehall. Like, this is like a marriage, you know what I mean? So I feel like we had to speak on vibes. That's like,
roots.
You know what I mean? That's vibes, bro. Like, come on, man.
Big Caribbean roots.
So shout out to all my Caribbean, shout out to all my West Indians, shout out to everybody that really appreciates not just rap, but all of the music that rap originated from. But
big up on
shouts
ourselves.
to Vibes, man. We hoping you get out here soon, brother.
Yeah.
That case overturning. Shouts to your lawyer, bro.
And you know what? Maybe he did do it, maybe he didn't do it. But a lot of people felt like because of his impact in the country, musically, in the streets, that they needed to take him off the streets in order to cool things out in Jamaica, and it was personal. It wasn't really like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Niggas love King Von. Don't start that shit.
There you go. Let's get to the mailbag. So
Go.
we put out a tweet. The tweet, 2.5
Mega
million views.
double platinum tweet.
The tweet, the caption said, "The Carter 3 is not a classic album. It's a classic moment. For my classic album, a classic moment."
Listen, that confused a lot of people, and I don't understand why.
Confused or they just dumb?
Because they're dumb. Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's the reason.
So there was a lot of pushback, right?
To say the least.
So I screenshotted a couple before we get into some of the randoms because he stood out to me. XRP, his Twitter name is 0000000URO, says no. He screenshots our Twitter bio and says no surprises here and circles our location, New York. So it's like you're blaming us for being from New York for this shit. So it's like when I said what I said to them gentlemen, and I said you from our town and you in our town business, niggas really value your location on social media. I'm showing the camera. He circled New York. Take that shit out your fucking bio, cause you don't take this heat when shit like this go down. You know what I mean?
Block get hot.
You know what I mean? When the block get hot, you from Ohio,
They
nigga.
pay attention. They
Take
pay
that-
attention.
Mama.
Listen, man. Take that red rag off if you don't want them to do drive-bys on you,
Right.
nigga. You know what I mean? No false claiming, nigga.
Then
Out
we
here
have-
selling Malcolm X pictures and shit.
Carrie, Kari. His @name on Twitter is Sneaker Fetish. He spells fetish with a PH, not an F. You know what I mean?
Sheesh.
Over 40 billion songs were illegally downloaded in 2008. 95% of music downloads were illegal. Wayne still sold 1 million records first week despite that with the Carter 3 that year. That range of the Carter 3 is incredible, from Dr. Carter to Let the Beat Build. Defund podcasts. So, Carrie, you said a whole lot of things.
Sure did.
None of which has anything to do with what we talked about. Like, you could give me all these stats. That's like sports shit. Stop giving me fucking. I got you in a second. I'm gonna throw it's coming off the backboard, Sim.
Sim ready to
Stop
kill this,
giving me these fucking stats. What does it have to do with the album not being that good? Go ahead, Sim.
The moment your first step is to bring up stats and sales and plaques, that's the moment you lost. That's it.
Come on,
Hip-hop
bro.
conversation, yeah.
Come on, bro. Like we talking about music. That's why we take the engagement farming thing kind of personally a little bit. A little bit. Only because we really be talking about music 9 times
Listen.
out of 10.
Look, it's perfectly fine to be proud of sales numbers. You know what I mean? We're proud of this particular clip doing the numbers that it did and getting the engagement that it got. But that's not to say that we go into anything with that being the first thing in mind. The first thing in mind is always, let's have honest conversations. Let's have debates in earnest. Let's talk about, you know what I mean, like dynamic conversations. If something hits, then it hits. You know what I mean? But if you respond to anything with, but it sold this many records, we're talking about the quality of the music. We're not talking about like how many people bought it. You know what I mean? Like,
irrelevant.
That there's a lot of shitty ass movies that went number 1. That doesn't mean they're good movies.
It was too big to fail, like we said in the previous pod. Potbelly Pierce, his @name on Twitter is Real Steve Mitch, says, get a microphone, say some shit that sound fly but don't make no sense, then post a link to the full video. Boo, get off the stage. Boo. What don't make sense? Okay.
It makes the perfect sense to me.
You watch the trailer to watch the rest of the movie. You don't. You know what I'm saying? What else is there?
Thank you for falling for the trap.
Yeah, and for anybody that's confused, like a classic album, when we're talking about it, is a full body of work front to back. You press play on the first track, It flows all the way to the last track. You don't feel like skipping too many songs. It's cohesive. A classic moment is an album that drops when you have a lot of songs in the limelight. You know what I mean? There's a lot of songs on radio. There's a lot of songs on BET. There's a lot of songs on MTV. You know what I mean? So you have a lot of singles that the album is surrounding, but the album in and of itself, not so much a great playthrough front to back. So
plus replay value.
Right. So that's the difference. If anybody's confused out there as to like why we're talking about a classic album versus a classic moment, that's the difference.
Carlos Spidey 473 says, real quick, and I respect it. Fuck this nigga and fuck their podcast.
Sheesh.
All right, cool.
All right, fuck you too.
There you go.
Next.
Fuck the click we claim as well.
Word. Chris Attardo, Tard Tits says, they let
what?
Tard Tits with a T.
Tard
says
with the D?
They just let any dumbass that wants to talk go on podcasts. Only thing debatable about the Carter 2 or 3 is which one is actually better. So you agree with us?
However many dumbasses they allowed to podcast, they allowed even more to tweet.
Comment. Yeah.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me get his full name.
We needed mic equipment.
Venture
FaceTime
Palace,
cameras.
aka Shuggy 2 Necklace says, shut the whole fuck up because every time I hear Let the Beat Build, it sounds and feels like I'm hearing it for the very first time. So you have poor taste in music. It's not my fault. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And the last one from Twitter, because he was mad at him. You know what I mean? What's his name? Aaron Water Out Now. He's a rapper. Arn Matthews, I guess is his name. Bro is speaking Japanese. I know how to construct verses. Bro, shut the fuck up. Please, I beg. Please is in caps. So now we go over to YouTube now. There's more.
Crazy.
But wait.
More.
Listen, that man said Japanese. I'm
Japanese.
stealing that.
There you go.
Yeah, Japanese is pretty good.
That's pretty good, man.
Costa was really upset with us. Costa 6690 says, you guys are some losers and haters. I can tell you never went outside and sat on the computer all day. When did we become academics?
Wow.
Carter 3 is a classic, and none of your favorite
He typed that from a computer.
Listen, I didn't know the computer till like 2008.
Yeah,
come on, bro.
Oh shit, he typed that.
Era.
I was literally,
typed that, guys.
I had no choice but to be outside.
He ain't screamed that from the window.
Carter 3 is a classic, and none of your favorite rappers have an album better than that. Tie My Hands, Dr. Carter, 3P, Let the Beat Build, Misunderstand, Play with Fire. Y'all don't know the album cuts, but we do. Okay, I like that comment because he was so upset that it was comedy to me. You know what I mean? We didn't go outside. Our favorites don't have better shit than Carter 3.
And let me cook this nigga, man. Let me cook this nigga on some drop the mic shit. I'm the Wayne fan here, right? I'm the Wayne fan. Y'all know when Carter 3 dropped? Because I'm a nigga that downloaded that shit on a Verizon phone. You remember how expensive Verizon bills were in 2008, nigga?
That bill was
I
a week late,
downloaded
they
that
cut the
shit on the
off.
first night and was disappointed, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a such thing as like 3.5 star plus impact classics. That's what the Carter 3 is, bro. Like we all love a Milli. There's some joints on there, but it's not a cohesive album. It's not what Wayne had been giving us for 3 years straight. Dedication 1 is better than it. Dedication 2 is better than it. Drought 3 is better than it. And the Drought 4 is better than it. We have 4 mixtapes that we were more happy with than the Carter 3. So y'all niggas need to really chill because I get it when y'all flaming on my boys because they all hated Wayne forever. But I didn't. This was the nigga that was my high school soundtrack, nigga. I was on the Discman. You know what I mean? The fucking iPod Shuffle with Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas is fighting for
fucking up my computer so I can listen to this shit, bro.
Call me so I can make it juicy for you. That's really what they're fighting for.
With Cam at. You know what I mean? But it's like, and the last one before we get to the lawn, the Room Chronicles says, and he made mistakes and made sure to edit it too.
Oh no.
I don't know who that guy on the left is, me. But for him to actually say the Carter 3 was a whack album and not a classic is
Does he know
insane.
who any of us are?
No. Dude doesn't know music or rap music at all, and it's not his fault. He is just uneducated when it comes to real music and what's actually good. Poor guy. Pray for him.
Ignorant.
I've literally talked to rappers who have contracts to rap and they agree with some of the shit I said about their music. Imagine me giving a fuck what the Room Chronicles have to say. You know what I mean? You don't know us. You don't know our caliber of artistry when it comes to rap and rap critics or critiques. Shit, Schoolboy Q said what I said verbatim about his album, and I don't even know the fucking guy. So I must know something.
Trust that I check y'all pages
game.
after y'all comment. It
Shit.
shows what y'all have done.
Come on now. But anyway,
We'll find you.
we have gotten to the point where we are
Here
uptown.
we go.
We are still cleaning up the remnants of the top 5 lawns from the last time we were uptown.
Cleaning
You know
up
what I
the
mean? There's
bodies.
some police tape and shit around there and all of that. We don't know what to expect this time. But Sincere the Rap Snob has gotten on his porch. He got an empty bottle of Migos in his left hand. He got the cup in his right hand. And he's asking all of us to
Pray for me right now to get through this because I'm cooked.
I see you.
I am
I
cooked.
see you.
I got a J-Mo myself. I'm holding it down though.
But shouts to you. Wait another 5 years.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God, there's no hope for me.
Listen. Sheesh. First of all, real quick, very real quick, flowers from my lawn.
Okay.
I woke up this morning, seen Rock Marcy on my social feeds.
Shout out.
You know what I mean? The godfather of the underground wave. That
Wait,
we're
time out. You
currently-
actually talk about him? You don't just post music videos and pretend you give a fuck?
Oh,
Oh shit.
You're not gossiping?
who would have thought?
Shit, that's
I'm a real fan.
wow.
You know what I mean?
He's got a show coming.
You not
up, too.
fake?
He's got a show coming
You a
up
fake Marcy
in Brooklyn.
He got one of the hardest Rock Marcy t-shirts we ever seen in our lives.
Listen,
You
man,
down for, bro?
I cop merch.
Real
It's all
hip-hop.
performative though. It's not real. None
Elephant's
of it.
Bones cover on the tee.
Yo, because that cover was so
Fire.
hard, bro.
Fuck you know about.
So anyway,
Nothing.
yeah, I woke up to seeing Rock Marcy on my social feeds. You know what I mean?
You ask niggas about Rock Marcy, they start rapping West Side Gun.
So I gotta give the godfather of the underground wave, the current underground wave, his flowers. You know what I mean? Like it or not, he is the precursor to the Griselda era. You know what I mean? However certain people might feel about it out there, facts is facts. He brought us Stove God Cooks.
Facts.
His discography includes classics like Mark Word, Reloaded, Marcialago, and the opus that is the Elephant Man's Bones. He's got one of the most unique styles. And before anybody out there starts screaming in the comments like, oh, but you're not talking about how he was with Flipmo Squad. Yes, we know he was with Flipmo Squad.
You're not talking about Hus Kingpin.
You know what I mean? So I know
Kenny
that
Mac.
we know that, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about like his most recent work. To me, he's like the definition of like a silent killer MC. Like he's got such a unique style where it's like he's not really, you know, like screaming in the mic or putting too much, you know, voice, too much volume in his voice. But like the shit that he says is so potent. He says it so calmly. It's like when you see like a hitman with a silencer in your favorite movie, and he's got the silencer, he's like, and he's just taking everybody out. That's his style, you know what I mean? And so I appreciate that wholeheartedly. And to find out that he's dropping a new album at the end of this month, March 29th, Marciology, this might be the most excited I am for an album this year thus far. So shouts and flowers to Rock Marcy. Absolutely deserve all the flowers that he gets, right? Now, on to kicking people off of my lawn. Last time, my lawn was very full. You know what I mean? There was a top 5 people, and there was more that I was considering kicking off my lawn, but I was like, I have to shorten it to top 5 because y'all was on some fuckery last time. You know what I mean? So, but the funny thing is that like last episode, I kicked engagement farmers off of my lawn. The irony that we turn around and this very next episode, we are suddenly accused of being engagement farmers.
That's crazy.
And so to those out there on Twitter or anywhere else, on YouTube, anywhere, who are accusing us of being engagement farmers, I need y'all to get the fuck off of my lawn. You know what I mean? We dropped a video talking about Lil Wayne's The Carter 3. We've talked about it extensively already.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? We have, look, y'all got to know when we give opinions here, we've held these opinions for at least 10 years. 10 years plus, at least 10 years. They go back 15, 20 years. You know what I mean? So if we're talking about Lil Wayne the Carter 3, this is not a new opinion that we have. We've had this opinion since the fucking lunch table on the 6th floor of our old job that we all used to work at together. You know what I mean? We've known each other for a very long time. We've had these conversations and debates and arguments, sometimes very heated, for decades. You know what I mean? So now we're here at this table. Y'all discover us, and we're saying the same shit we've been saying for 20 years, and all of a sudden, we're a fucking engagement farming podcast.
Incredible.
Crazy.
Go fuck yourself.
Please.
Get the entire fuck out of here. You know what I mean? And then there's this one particular person on X, Twitter, that said that they don't like the fact that we chose a particular clip. This time the clip was about the Future conversation that we had. He doesn't like that we chose this particular clip to put out there to promote our podcast because obviously it was created to create, engagement and conversation. What the fuck are you talking about? That is the entire point of putting out clips on social media.
The fuck are you talking about?
Are you fucking high?
The fuck are you talking about?
When music artists put out albums, they put out the best singles first to entice people into buying their albums or streaming their albums. When movies come out, they don't put a fucking trailer of the most boring conversations in the fucking movie. They put the most exciting shit
so what did you have for lunch?
People can fucking come and consume the content. We are content creators. We want y'all to consume the content. No matter how many subscribers or fans we have now and watchers we have now, we want to grow and gain more. And so we're going to put out the fucking content that's going to have the most engagement. Not because we created it to create engagement, but because we watched it on the playback and say, you know what, this is a good clip to put out, right? Because we're 4 fire podcasters and we do our fucking thing up here. You know what I mean? So to you, whoever says y'all shouldn't be promoting your podcast, whoever says we're fucking engagement farmers, suck a dick, fuck you, and get the fuck off my lawn.
So sincere.
Team your balance. Take us home.
Yo, I mean,
call the coroner.
Do I even have to take us home after that? That was clean, bro. God damn.
We can't stay at the crime scene, goddamn.
We gotta leave.
Shout out to Walt, man. Top level. Always here with us from the beginning to the end, man. Salute to the fans. Day 1s to year 5s. We appreciate you. Hit the like button, share, Roundtable merch, get a hat. We got a lot of shit coming. Every dollar y'all send us goes back into the brand. We ain't over here tricking on hoes. We try to make shit happen. Shout out to Masito, voice of the young people, always giving you,
my boy,
and the industry, always giving you aspects and perspectives from all over this culture. You know what I'm saying? Sincere. I ruined your lawn once, man. I stood damn sure away from this lawn because this lawn
super producer
was epic. You hear the production. You hear the production. Holla at him. He makes beats. Real rappers only. No bum niggas. Jarvie, hardest working nigga in show business, man. A technician. Just legendary shit. You know what I'm saying? Pace and Space podcast with Mase and Jarvie. Tap in if you like your sports talk. We talk sports here tinily through our rap shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm Dean the Balance of the Force. And with our powers combined, it's the Rap Roundtable, man. Episode 93. Hit the fucking like button. We out of here, you dig? Boom!
The heroes and the villains. Depending on who you ask.